Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Freak the signs. Every time, let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. I want. Hear me now, I do what I want. Are you ready now? 'Cause it won't be easy. Only get what you work for. Gotta go all out whenever you see me. Don't be wasting my time. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel. Freak the signs. Every time, let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh.
I screwed up the music. I accidentally closed it. Oh god. Okay. All right. Where am I? I'm a professional streamer. Hi guys. Oh, I'm wearing a back brace today cuz shit. Oh, nope, this way. Let's not flash everybody. Oh my gosh. This shit hurts today. I don't know. Hi. What up? How's it going, guys? Happy to see you. Number one anti-marketer in the world. Well, listen, like, marketing is one thing. Network marketing's another thing. Hope you guys have been having a fantastic week. I am working on a collab that's coming out on Monday, and I'm really excited about it, but I apologize for not having like a regular video since last week. So yeah, things are in the works for that, but I'm like, let's just live stream some Jessie Lee Ward today. Basically what had happened was yesterday, Jessie Lee, one of you guys sent this to me. It was she did a free, well, I mean, yeah, free, but it was like promoting her other like not her accelerator, but like she I just went live. I go all day and people like leave me alone, and then the moment I go live, people are like, time to text you, go away. Anyway, it's very like promoting her other like side hustles or whatever, but she oh, hi guys. Yeah. So glad someone went to Jessie Lee Ward's training. You didn't know, you guys, there was when she was in the ER, I think, which is obviously very sad, she was doing her accelerator like not one-on-one Zoom calls, but she does like special accelerator Zoom calls, and she said like 30 people were invited to this one and only one person showed up. And these are people who had paid for her trainings. Anyway, this is a free webinar that she did about how to recruit people. I thought it was interesting, so yeah, we're gonna watch that today. Wait, what? I made waves at work today, and I said, just call me Mommy Tsunami. Channeled you. Oh, God, I thought that said canceled you. I'm like, your office canceled you for doing the... Ah! That's funny. This feels like my mic is up too high. Okay. Check, check, check. Hey, check. Okay. We good. Okay. Make sure you're licking the stream, please. And if you don't want to lick it, just like it. That's fine. Did I do that? Okay, yeah. Let me make this smaller. I did it this way. And I think I'm going to get rid of our chat box today. I thought I had this all sorted out, but apparently I didn't. Just because there's a chat on the side here, and it's quite interesting. So, but I have it zoomed in because, like, I wasn't like sitting and watching this the whole time while I was recording it, but like there's a bunch of every time there's a message, the screen, like the bars on the top and bottom start flashing, and it's really annoying. All right, so chat box, not today. We will look at this chat box instead. Okay, I skipped 3 minutes ahead also because the first 3 minutes that I was recording was just like a dance party, and then she started. It was just this picture, you know, just waiting for Jessie to show up, and they were just playing a bunch of stuff. Sammy, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, your first time looking the stream live. That's fabulous. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're all here. You should offer decelerator training. Good idea. Yeah, all right. So sit back and let's go.
Look at the timing of that. Hello, hello, everybody. How are we doing? How are we feeling?
Recording in progress.
I'm excited to be here. Where's everybody coming in from? Where are you watching from? I'm excited for this. I'm feeling good about this. This is definitely one of my favorite topics. And if you have been building a network marketing business and you're trying to really get that network marketing business growing and scaling, if you don't already know, really the only way for that to happen is for you to build a team, right? And I say that as somebody who has sold millions and millions of dollars in product of my own, but
Okay, I'm sorry. We're only like 2 seconds into this. First of all, she said the quiet part out loud. You want to make a bunch of money in network marketing? You want to be super successful? You got to build a team. Build a team, aka recruit people. How is that? How is that people who are in network marketing companies like this make the bulk of their money? Oh, well, according to Jessie Lee Ward, it's from recruiting. And she's the #1 network marketer in the world, right? So, like, if she says it, it must be true. I'm joking. Also, the audacity of her to get on here wearing a fucking Louis Vuitton shirt. Like, can you be any more bougie? And then there was something else. What else did she say? She said something else that I'm just like... Oh, yeah, she goes into the #1 network marketer in the world thing here, too. Hang on. I need to rewind it like 10 seconds because I forgot what she said.
Building a network marketing business and you're trying to really get that network marketing business growing and scaling, if you don't already know, really the only way for that to happen is for you to build a team, right? And I say that as somebody who has sold millions and millions of dollars.
That part. That's the part I was going to respond to. When she says, as a team, I've sold millions and millions of dollars worth of products, oh my God, where are all my buttons? Hi. That like dollar amount of sales she's made includes her downline. Actually, as a matter of fact, it probably, well, when it comes to Jessie Lee Ward, maybe not. She does do the lives where she's like selling product, but like, let's be honest, a big bulk of that is probably sales, aka shit that her downline has bought, you know, for themselves, her personal use, her downline, like not outside customers. So anyway, you love my shirt? At least it's not Louis Vuitton, huh? No, this is a back brace. But the rest of the shirt is cute, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, my lipstick. Okay. I'm having a hard time like navigating things today. I don't know why. My brain's not working.
Dollars in product of my own, but I will tell you that building a team
Starter
is
packs,
really
yeah,
what allows you to have the financial freedom you're probably looking for and across the world with what you're doing. Would love to give you guys an opportunity to invite some people in here last minute before we get well, I'm going to start the presentation pretty fast here because we have a lot to talk about, but make sure you send that link that you all registered on out to whoever you want to. And I'm glad you guys came on early because as you can see, we are crossing thousands and thousands of people, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. So I was gonna...
Yeah, I never saw really how many people were in this Zoom call, but it has to be a lot because oh my God, my brain. The chat is popping off basically through this whole thing. I'm gonna press play, but I need to aim my air conditioner at me because I'm sweating. It's right behind me.
Say, where's everybody coming from? But, you know, oh, you can't see how many. Oh my gosh. Well, there's a lot of people. If you want to drop in the chat where you are coming in from, I thought you could see too. So that's pretty cool. But go ahead and put in the chat where you're coming in from.
She had that hidden. Yeah, no one could turn their cameras on in this chat either, which is unusual for a Zoom call, especially a training Zoom call with network marketing. They always like send little dialogue, like pop-up boxes that are like, the host is requesting that you turn your camera on. No, here Jessie Lee Ward's like, I don't even want to see your cameras. I don't need them. Your faces are just a distraction.
And then something I always like to do is to put something in the chat that you're super grateful for. So if you want to put something in the chat that you're feeling thankful and grateful for,
do
I
what
think
she
it's a
says.
great way to not only start this webinar, but also just to start your day. And I know it's not the morning for many of you probably, but start your day, start your life, and really go into anything. And a lot of recruiting when I talk about it, but a lot of it comes from energy.
Guys, the other thing is, too, she has a picture of her and Eric Worre in the background, just, like, framed. I mean, I guess she has all her little prove it rewards and stuff, like, does anyone else just feel like it's kind of weird? Like, if you're gonna frame a picture of you with anybody, most likely it's gonna be, like, you with family or your friends or something. Well, I guess she is friends with Eric Worre, because, you know, what kind of friend would, you know, announce to the whole world that you have cancer before you're able to? Only a true friend would do that. Grateful for your mojito, your son and your cats, cringy content, love that, love this. Air conditioning, yeah, I would literally be dead. RN Nurse 22, thank you for the 2 doll hairs and the bashful little pair. I love it. Okay, we'll get back to it here. I do appreciate it though.
You know, if I look at why I've recruited 12,000 people, which I'll talk about in a little bit here, we'll get to that, don't worry. A lot of it is because I have an infectious energy that people like to be around, right? I'm positive, I'm uplifting, I'm excited. And I know some of you have no idea who I am yet, and that's amazing. But I have this attitude about my life and about my business and about where I'm going with my life in a situation where, if you don't already know, I'm currently fighting, healing is what I really like to say, healing from stage 4 metastatic colon cancer. So what am I grateful for? I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful I feel great. I'm grateful my scans are coming back well. I'm grateful that you're all on here and you've chosen to learn from me. I'm grateful, hopefully you're in
Holly, thank you for renewing your membership.
Mindset. Hopefully you're positive thinking and uplifting and are just ready to have the best year of your life. So if that...
It is really interesting to me the way she talks herself up like this, just like, oh, I'm so positive and I'm so this and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, but like this, you guys, I don't know, because I didn't show this on this stream here, but if you didn't know, she has on more than one occasion basically said that she hopes that like the anti-MLM movement and people who dislike her, I'm trying to think of a way, how do I say this without getting demonetized and like kicked off the platform, because it's that bad. She said that she hopes that we all go to hell and spend eternity being effed up the bee by Satan's hot, what's it called, like a fire poker, I forget what she called it. Alice, thank you for gifting 10 memberships.
It's a Pop-Tart party right now. Look at all the Pop-Tarts in here. Everybody has a Pop-Tart by their icon. Hey, more Pop-Tarts in the chat.
Look at all those Pop-Tarts in the chat. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. And also, Beth, thank you for joining. Yeah, that was very kind of you. Thank you. But no, anyway, back to the sad, fucked up shit. Yeah, on more than one occasion. She said it on a live, and then she made, like, a social media post being like, nope, I still hope you guys get effed up the bee for eternity by Satan's hot whatever the fuck. Eve, you almost just made me spit on my Red Bull. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up that she said that. Was it pitchfork? Did she say pitchfork? I feel like maybe. You get the point. You get the point. But no, she's so positive, and she has such a positive outlook. Like, I understand, like, wanting to be all, like, towards your haters or whatever, but, I mean, that's like some fucked up shit. Like, you, to be able to even think to say that on more than one occasion, you got something wrong with you, dude. Like, I'm sorry, that's not okay, that's not right, and you are not a positive person. Like, please. That being said, and this was, I'm sorry, but, like, this was after she got her cancer diagnosis and stuff. So it's like, if you're so worried about having a positive attitude and, like, essentially positively manifesting your healing and stuff, which is why she always says that she's healing from cancer instead of curing it or fighting it or whatever, it's all, like, a manifestation thing for her. If you're trying to manifest it with positivity, you can't be saying stuff like that, Jessie. It just doesn't work that way. Yeah. Yeah, and she calls herself kind and empathetic. Yeah, I mean, I understand there are a lot of people who, like, say some not kind and not empathetic things towards her. And I think that those things can absolutely go too far when we're talking about her, simply because of her health situation. However, it's like, I think at least most of us who, like, cover her and make content about her, like, we're constantly saying, like, no, we hope you get better, but it's just, like, the things that she does while also getting better, or allegedly getting better, are, just not great. It's the same shitty stuff that she's always been doing. So, that's just my opinion. Anyway.
That's you. Put a yes in the chat. And
I'm wearing a back
we're
brace,
gonna get
Lauren.
this party started if that's
My
okay
shoulders
with you.
hurt.
Do you guys have nearby you something I think is real? I'm going to do something with you pretty much right away. Like, I want to get you guys some results right away. This podcast is not a podcast. This webinar is not going to be boring, okay? I can't have a boring webinar. For those of you who have never met me before, maybe you're not part of my coaching program or anything
We all
yet,
know
like,
you, Jessie.
we don't do boring, okay? I can't sit on Zoom calls where people are making me go to sleep, okay? It's 2023. We're on year 3 of living behind Zooms. Like, we cannot be bored, okay? That's how I feel about this. So,
who's living behind a Zoom anymore, honestly? Like, we all kind of moved past that part. I mean, I'd say that, like, Zoom has kind of infiltrated our lives in ways that we didn't have before COVID. But to say that we're all living behind Zoom right now, like, no, we're not. We're not at all. You especially, Jessie. You've been traveling all over the place. You kidnapped your team and took them to Colombia, so... How are you living behind a Zoom when you have time to do that?
if you don't want to get bored, good. You're my kind of person. We're going to start off with something that many of you, actually, I don't know if any of you have seen
Those
me
were
do this
sticky
before.
notes
So this is something
in her
I
hand.
actually learned on the cancer journey. So this is something that has changed my mindset around my journey here, but I will also tell you, because I'm going to show you some examples. This is something that very unintentionally I did when I was a little young buck in recruiting. Oh,
young
the
buck.
years passed. I'm little old Jessie Lee now. But back when I was young, okay, and I was new, I didn't really understand the power of writing things down. I'm going to show you some crazy stuff in a minute here, but this is what I want you to do. If you can't do it right this second, I want you to do it. I want you to do this when you leave this webinar. Do you promise me you will? Give me a yes if you promise you're going to do this, because this changed my life. And I need you to do this. Okay, so before I even introduce myself, before whatever, I want to give you a quick win. I want you to take 5 Post-it notes. Okay, so just take 5 of them. And these say you're seriously so sweet or so awesome. How cute are these, right? But what I want you to do, assignment number 1, and if you've never been trained by me before, we do tactical training in these parts, okay? We leave our calls and we know what to do, so we know how to make money on calls.
Yes, she is referring to what we are watching right now as a training. What have we learned so far, friends? I think, according to the chat, we've all learned how to type the word yes, haven't we? Yes. Wow.
Calls with Jessie Lee. So I want you to write on these Post-it notes, and if you don't have them, you can do it on paper. I need you to write down 5 reasons that emotionally pull you, that are reasons why you're going to learn how to recruit. Does that make sense? Give me a 5 if it makes sense, because I already had to say yes.
Someone in the chat, oh, it went too fast because all the 5s, but someone was like, now I'm gonna cry. Why? Why? Because you have to think about your whys. And it's not just her being like, why do you want to be successful in network marketing? It's specifically, why do you want to learn to recruit? And quite honestly, how does anyone learn how to recruit? Like, it's more like learning, I don't know, can you learn charisma? I guess you probably could. If this is a game of The Sims, you definitely could. It's learning charisma and how to talk to people, like public speaking. I don't know. There's a lot of things that go into recruitment. I think with Jessie Lee, her shit is just like doing shocking shit all the time and getting a lot of attention, so then people end up just joining her, you know? Tequila and donuts, you are not a shit person. I follow you on TikTok and you're the funniest motherfucker I know. Guys, if you don't follow her, what is your name on TikTok now? Because you changed it. I don't know, but you guys should go follow her. If you see her in the chat and she tells you where to find her on TikTok, she is so funny. So, like, deadpan hilarious. Anyway, you're not a terrible person. 2, I want a picture of myself with Tony Robbins. You want that? You know what I recently learned? At least I'm pretty sure, like, I didn't fact check this, but my husband said it, and if my husband said it, it's probably true. Tony Robbins was in Shallow Hal. He's the, like, influencer guy or whatever. But, like, I watched it so long ago, I didn't even realize it was him. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Devin Karpelman, guys. Go follow her on TikTok. She's so funny. Okay. She's my favorite. She always pops up because I'm always liking her shit when I see it.
All right. Makes sense. So as an example, in my cancer journey, I saw this from somebody that said, you got to change your mindset. You got to change the way that you see things. You have to be constantly surrounded by the reminders of why your life is worth living. Okay. So in some of my things, I have things.
Listen, that's easy and probably important for her to say. This is off topic, but I just saw Devin say, she wants a wall of essential oils. That made me think, what if like this is stupid. What if these shelves behind her, the only thing that was on it was pictures of her with Eric Worre? This is my Eric Worre wall. I don't know who are the other, that's not Sasha and Mateo, right? Who are these people? No, that looks like an older picture of her. I have no idea.
Things like I've written down my godchildren's names, you know, watch Caden grow up, right? And I take that sucker, I stick it on my mirror or whatever, and I keep walking past these things. And I want you to do the same thing with your recruiting journey. Why do you need to build a team? What's the reason? Is it because it makes you feel like you're contributing? Is it because you were somebody who the business that you're in
hitting my mic with my
your life
face.
and you want to change other people's lives? Is it because you have a big family and you want to provide for them? Is it because it's something really fun and you want to have a life of joy for as long as you live? Like, I want to.
Who finds joy in recruiting people? Seriously. Like, you can find joy in, like, talking to people and interacting with people or whatever, without finding joy in recruiting people into your pyramid scheme. That is such a weird thing to say. Why do you want to learn how to recruit? Is it because you want to contribute? Contribute to what? The scam? Jiminy Christmas. Exactly, Hannah. Yep, for money. That's it. Every single person is for money. My reasons are constantly on my mind. Hey, Tara, what are they? That's not what Jessie asked. Jessie didn't ask how often you think about your reasons. She said you gotta write them on some sticky notes. Keeps me accountable. Oh, someone down here, because my head's in the way, you can't see it, but it says, I love helping and watching others succeed. Who? If you've recruited 100 people, which most people never do, the likelihood of any of them succeeding is one of those people out of 100. So, okay, Valerie, go ahead and tell us how you've recruited 200 people so that you've been able to statistically watch 2 people succeed. So you can't just say a person succeed. Now you can say 2 people. But oh my God, I don't know. It's so fake.
us to go to this place mentally, and then I want us to go there emotionally on a regular basis. If you put Post-it notes on something you are
Jenny,
looking
thank
at
you
all
for
the
renewing your
time,
membership.
this will change your life. Like, I've been there. That's why I want to help other veterans. If you put that on your mirror, well, then I want you to think about how that's going to pull you into doing your assignments. It's going to pull you into having your conversations. It's going to pull you further, faster when it's much easier to quit. And if you don't know,
because I love
was
sending
somebody
hate
who really
girl
wanted to quit
messages.
for a really long time, but thank God I didn't. Okay, so I'll just kind of leave it at that for a second here. And
okay, so if we're asking ourselves what your reasons, what your why is for why you want to recruit, Jessie, why don't you tell us what were those reasons that made you want to quit? Like, I'm curious, if Jessie Lee Ward of all people thought at one point in her life or another that she wanted to quit network marketing, what could have possibly been going on to derail this woman? Seriously, what are your reasons, Jessie? I'm curious to know. It was probably the same exact reasons why most people quit. And then she ended up somehow getting over that hump and being like, oh, I don't want to manipulate people, but I guess I'll do it. And then she did it. But I think she was like, wasn't she was successful in, was Pure Romance her first MLM? I'm pretty sure. Wasn't she pretty successful in Pure Romance, like, pretty quickly? In the grand scheme of things, you know? Anyway.
then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start sharing my screen really fast because it's time to get this party started. All right, let me find my webinar really fast.
Can we get that party started?
I'm really good at a lot of things. And technology's not necessarily one of them. So, you know, good thing I'm cute. All right, so.
Good thing I'm cute, she says.
Myself now, do I? Okay. All right. All right. Can you guys see this? If you can see it, if you want to put in the chat a big yes for me, I would appreciate that. It would just give me, okay, perfect. All right. So we're on the Recruiting Power Hour with Jessie Lee. I'm Jessie Lee, your host.
Actually, I'm going to go up here.
I look like the girl in the photo, right?
No, I'm not. I'm going to stay down here.
I hope I look like the girl in the photo.
No, that's not good.
All right, so let's get this thing started. Okay, here we go. So what are we going to learn on this webinar? This is something maybe you've been thinking about. What am I getting on here to learn about, okay? Look, first of all, we're going to identify and set your path for where you currently are in your team building journey. So this webinar and anything else following after, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you have no recruits. It doesn't matter if you haven't even figured out what business you're going to be part of yet.
this training's from yesterday.
It doesn't matter if you're a top recruiter in your company. I just want to know where you want to go next. And we're going to identify that and we're going to set our path for where we are in our team building journey together with some tactics on doing that. Then we're going to go to some recruiting tips. We're going to spend a lot of time here that I've used since 2011 to personally recruit over 12,000 personal distributors. So that is not our entire team. That is 12,000 personal distributors. So 12,000 people raised their hand and said, Jessie Lee.
I don't think I've ever talked, like, in my entire life, face-to-face, talked to 12,000 people. Meanwhile, Jessie Lee has recruited 12,000 people. Do I believe her? Yeah. She's been in network marketing for like 13 years or something, right? So if she's I mean, obviously she didn't like recruit 1,000 people her first year, but like the average would be recruiting about 1,000 people a year. For someone the size of Jessie Lee, like, yeah, okay, I could probably see it. But anyway. Is it the training Courtney was begging people to join? I think so. And I know at one point I remember, because I was like coming in and out here while it was recording. I was like cleaning shit up here, so I was like just kind of having it go in the background. But when I came up and like was looking at the screen at one point, I saw Brittany Anderson in the chat. I never noticed Courtney Shortney, but Brittany Anderson was definitely there. And if Courtney Shortney has been begging people to show up here, then she was probably in the chat too. I'm just like, she spent the beginning of this being like, you might not know who I am, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, everyone knows who you are, Jessie Lee. Like, come on. But I'm wondering if these are just like all her followers. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's actually here to, like, learn. They're just like, oh, Jessie Lee's doing a training, and we love her for whatever reason. I don't know. Danielle, I had a team of 40, and I couldn't handle the never-ending text. Well, I mean, listen, she recruited 12,000 people, but that doesn't mean they all stuck around. 99% of them probably didn't. There's a girl I was in pharmacy with that's a top director that was actually paid... that has actually paid for her training. Who, Jessie Lee's? She has, like, her accelerator courses. I know she has, like, different levels of it. I don't know how much they cost, though. But I know, like, the lower level silver, she says, like, everyone should take my course. So, like, it can't be that expensive, right? I don't know. 12,000 people think that this is an actual webinar with substance they paid for. This wasn't paid for. This is free. So, yeah. Love her or fear her. Yeah, she would appreciate either of those things.
Hey, you my person, all right? And then topic 3, we're going to talk about transforming your business and knowing that you can do this too. And I think that really, that ends up being more than half the battle in some situations. I also will have time for questions and answer. We might take some questions in between. So stay plugged in, make sure you are hanging out in that chat, and we are going to rock and roll together. So who am I? Some of you.
How is this training? Here, I'm going to tell you about myself. Jessie, you're the #1 network marketer in the world. We know who you are. You don't need to do... Okay, maybe I should make this a little smaller, huh? This is cutting things off. Oh, at this point, it was full screen on my screen. So if it starts flashing again, I'll make it smaller. But, yeah. Because, like, if you weren't here when I explained it earlier, the chat, like... Because right now the chat is, God, this stupid thing, but like right here, the chat is like popping up here. But when it's on the screen, like and it wasn't full screen, you could see like the edges of the, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about? And they would flash every time any message. It was just obnoxious. So that's why I made it bigger, but now this should be okay. International #1 network marketer and serial entrepreneur. Created ATM and recruiting systems in 2015. ATM is what? Add tag message? I think that's what it is. She's taking credit for that? Did she come up with that? I thought that had been I thought that had been around for a long time.
You may have no idea, and I love that. I love it. Who's new to me? Can you put a new in the chat if maybe maybe your sponsor, your upline, you saw it online, you're like, I don't know who this girl is. I don't know. She looked like she might know what she's talking. I don't know. Somebody told me to be there. I don't know. Amazing. Hi. It's good to meet all of you. So this is me. This is when I have.
There's a lot of people in the chat who are like, new. I'm new here. Are you? Really? You mean to tell me you've never seen Jessie Lee Ward a day in your life? Maybe they're new to MLM. You know, maybe they somehow got suckered in and didn't hear the anti-MLM message, but...
My sassy pants on, as you can tell. You know, you throw on some
leather pants. No one can see your pants, Jessie.
The whole mood, right? Sure to recruit people if you've got leather pants on. It's not actually a tip, guys, okay? But I joined direct sales for the first time in 2000.
What if that was her training? What if every time you go and join the accelerator, she's just, like, got her legs up, like, on her desk? And, like, you could just see her leather pants, and she's like, this is it. This is the training. My chicken legs. Dude. Those leather pants do look great on her, though. I'll give her that. She almost makes me want leather pants. But, like, I always think back to Ross Geller on Friends and, like, not being able to pull them up. And right now, let me tell you, I'll tell you what the high was in Phoenix today. I didn't even check, but I know it's hot as fuck. And I have my air conditioning pointing straight at me, and I'm still sweating so bad. My butt is sticking to this chair. My legs are sticking together. The sweat is unreal. I'm going to press play and I'll tell you how hot it was here today. But it was like probably over 115.
And 11. And
if I had to guess.
I will tell you, the reason that I joined the direct sales network marketing profession was out of, I don't know if desperation's the right word, but
it is currently 114 outside right now. It's 5:30 at night. Yeah, it says today 114. So I don't know if that is the high or 114 degrees. I had to go to my mailbox today. It's like a 5-minute walk there and back. I drove there. I was like, no, absolutely not.
I needed $300 a month to pay rent. So I was living in a basement. I was renting a room in a basement in 2011.
The basement story, okay.
And my rent was about to increase by $300.
That's another thing too, is you can't be a successful network marketer if you don't have an origin story that stems from a basement. If you were never living in someone's basement, you can't be successful in network marketing. Sorry.
$100. At the time I was living there, I was working in a pathology lab. I was a research assistant. So if there's any kind of nerdy people or anything like that, I love it.
Smile for Mandy. Arizona is beautiful and amazing. Phoenix and like Tucson. We have great winters. Our winters are fantastic. But summer, I've been here for 32 years, and I'm like, it just gets hotter every year. It gets worse every year, and I don't know if it's because I'm aging or because of global warming or both, but I'm at the point now where I like can't handle it. Northern Arizona is beautiful. It's like highs are in the 90s basically on like the hottest times of the year. So Northern Arizona is where it's at. Beautiful up there.
I love it. I was definitely super nerd. Still am.
Hannah,
but,
I see what you
here's my
did there,
glasses. Let's put
SpongeBob.
the glasses on just to make sure I'm kidding. This doesn't make you a nerd, but you know, it's good to save your eyes. But I had a good job. You know, people were proud of me. I had my 401k, etc. And my rent was going to get increased. And I knew that I was unable in that situation to go to my boss and say, hey, I need an extra $300 a month to pay my rent. And so whether you're a full-time network marketer, part-time network marketer, sometime network marketer, I want to tell you, this is not necessarily about making the amount of money that I have earned in network marketing, which is nearly $20 million for the record. It is really because I want all of you to understand.
Yeah, Ellen, I went swimming. I went out to Maricopa with my parents for their anniversary out in the Harrah's Casino Resort out there this weekend. And it was, I think, 117 the day we were there. It was bath water, dude. It was so hot that swimming, yeah, it wasn't even refreshing. I'm like, I'd rather go inside and gamble. And I did. And I lost.
Understand that having a little bit of extra money can change everything in your life when you have supplemental income. This isn't about becoming a multimillionaire, though I think you all know that you can. If there's a 1%, who can be in the 1%? Tell me in the chat. If there's a 1%, who can be in the top 1%? Who can it be? Who can it be?
1% of the people in this
it could literally
chat.
be every single one of you. If there's 8 billion people on.
No, see, that would. If 100% of the people in this chat can be the top 1%, I don't think so. I'm still gonna say 1% of the people in this chat maybe have a chance, and that's it. That's it. Even though, like, I mean, what is the word? Like per capita or whatever? The sample size in this Jessie Lee Ward training here, still 1%. It's probably a good reflection of the entire industry as a whole. I would say that definitely not 100% of people in this chat are capable of being in the top 1% in MLM. You just can't do it. Only Jessie Lee can. Only Jessie Lee can be the #1 network marketer in the world. But 100% of people can be the top 1% of MLM, if that's what I'm understanding correctly.
On planet Earth, if the network marketing profession
okay,
is
she
almost
said
a
planet
$400
Earth.
billion
I feel better
a year
about my
profession,
slip-ups.
it can absolutely be all of you. There's 4,000 of you watching this live right now. I don't know how many will watch the replay, and I'm still confident in saying that's less than 1% of all your companies. So if that's what you want, make a decision. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I joined in 2011 out of necessity. Oh, mamma mia. Wow. I made all the mistakes, guys. I think it's why I can talk to you the way I can talk to you these days, because I broke every rule in the policy and procedures.
Ginger here is like, I'm in the top 1%. Is that you manifesting, or are you saying that for sure? Also, just saying that makes you sound douchey. So maybe don't run around just like telling people, hey, by the way, I'm already in the top 1% of network marketing. I'm really that great. But even then, what's the top 1%? You make you profit $100 a month. That's probably around the top 1% still.
Not on purpose, okay? But I broke every rule and I tried all the things, and I was just ignorance on fire, okay? I just wanted to succeed at this. I needed to make $300, and so that's when I joined. And then I quickly learned how this business worked. Although I did not want to recruit, which we'll talk about, I built only in person for 4.5 years. So part of this will talk about some strategies on building in person, because that is an option for building your business. I am not poo-pooing building in person, but I will also talk to you about why I chose to move almost to an entire
She said poo-pooing. Sorry, that was a delayed reaction.
Online platform. And then in 2015, I found network marketing. So I was in direct sales for 4.5 years, found a network marketing company in 2015, partnered with them, created the ad tag message system that some of you may be familiar with.
Is that pure romance? That's probably what she's talking about, right? Is she going to suggest that pure romance was not an MLM, but it was just direct sales? Because that's not true. Or was she in a direct sales company before? Where is Erin Bees when we need her? She knows all the Jessie Lee lore. She takes that 5% under 5%.
That was my baby in 2015. And that's when the recruiting went nuts. I went from recruiting in 5 years' time, somewhere around 1,000 promoters. And then ad tag message I created in 2015. I started recruiting hundreds and hundreds
Tess, thank
of
you for
people,
joining.
sometimes a month. I was adding and tagging and messaging these people, and in Facebook groups and in videos and in resources, and I was just on fire. So in 2015, I went from zero income because I just joined a brand new company.
I get to meet her
9
next
months later, I made
weekend.
my first $1 million. Took home over $1 million.
2015 was Modair? Yeah, you might be right, actually. That would make sense. And then she ended up getting fired from Modair. It's like whining white noise. She's not whining, she's training.
Dollars in 9 months because of my systematic approach to everything, which is always simple.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask, because Holly just said she didn't create ATM, which is ad tag message. Yeah, see, I thought that was around before her. Like, I thought... Yeah, because, like, social media was around way before that, so why wouldn't anyone come up with that concept in like, before Jessie Lee? My question is, too... What the fuck? No, the slide's not up the whole time. Although, wouldn't it be funny? She's just like, you're gonna get to know me whether you like it or not. My question is, isn't, like, ad tag message the same as they call it, I think, the 3x3 rule or 333 rule or something? Or are they different? Ad tag message is like a Facebook group thing, right? You add people to the group, you tag them, and then you message them or something like that. It has to do with Facebook groups. But like the 333 method, or some of them will do like 555 or whatever, is every single day you basically stalk 3 or 5 people. You leave 3 comments, or send them 3, or watch 3 of their stories, and respond to 3 of their stories or something like that. There's something wild that goes on about all that too, but they're different, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, is Erin here? Erin, I manifested you. Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. Erin, I literally was just saying, like, where's Erin when we need her? Jessie Lee Ward, question, 2015, is that when she joined Modair? Because she just got done saying that she was in direct sales for 4 years until 2015 when she joined a network marketing company. And so that would mean that Pure Romance would have been the direct sales company, but that is not accurate. It was also network marketing. Like, come on, dude. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That's so funny. I did manifest Erin. That's so cute. It's like she knew I was summoning her. You were shopping at Target? Great. Shopping at Target instead of hanging out in my chat, Erin? Wow. And I was just telling people how I get to meet you next weekend. Isn't that... Oh, slumber parties. That's right. That's right. Okay. But so, when did she join Modair, though? That was my question. Was that 2015? I did. I love it, dude. I'm waiting for Erin's response. I just need to know what Jessie Lee considers to be what direct sales is versus network marketing. Must be Jessie Lee's training. Oh my god, you're so right. Because if you're like just joining, Jessie Lee was basically saying you have to manifest everything into your life by writing like your whys down on a sticky note, putting them all around your house. Modere was after she was fired from Pure Romance. Didn't she get fired from Modere too? But what year was that? Was that 2015? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. We'll get back. I can't wait either, Erin. It's gonna be so fun. I'm bummed that I can't stay longer than the weekend, but I'm gonna try to leave my house like at 6 a.m. so I'm at your house by like 10. Because then I have to drive back the next day. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have to drink a lot of Red Bull. Yes.
And I know a lot of you are like, what is she talking about? It's already over my head. My friends, breathe. When I train you, I train nice and slowly. I train very systematically.
Really?
I'm going to tell you exactly how to do things. We're not going to jump all over the place.
Jessie Lee is one of the only people that I can cover who I don't have to speed up when I watch her trainings because she is fast. But she's like, we go slow here. Really?
This is going to be outlined for you. You're going to know what you need to do. But I'm just trying to give you perspective a little bit about who I am.
No one cares.
And so that started in 2015. And now, 2023, 12,000 personal recruits later in 41 different countries. I love internationally building. I really feel... I feel so bad for Europe right now because if you don't know, I have a very, very large European network, and some of them are probably on here right now. Where are my night owl Europeans? Probably the Italians. You know, the Italians, they stay awake, okay? Where are you guys from? Scotland's in the house, okay? I love UK, Portugal, Germany, etc. Bulgarians, see, Poland, Norway, UK, Switzerland. Oh my goodness, heavens to Betsy. I love this. We got Africa in the house too. Same, it's getting late. I see that Portuguese flag. Mauritius.
Yeah, this was at like 5 o'clock my time last night, Pacific time. So in the UK, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
This is the house, amazing. Czech Republic. You all see what I'm talking about. These people are incredible. And I'll
we
talk
know
about
way
the
too much
influence of
about
that
her,
for
I
sure,
think.
But building an international team allowed me to steady my income. It allowed me to solidify my business. And I have yet to meet anybody else who recruits internationally the way that I have. Okay?
Really?
So that was 2015.
Listen, I don't have any statistics on that either, but is she really going to say that she's like the only person in the whole wide world who has like a great international team? Because there's plenty of MLMs who recruit internationally. I call bullshit.
And then now if you Google me, if you look on these, well, be careful if you Google me. I'm just kidding. But if you Google me or you look on...
Be careful if you Google me because I might get exposed. You guys might expose yourself to some true information that I like to run around and tell everybody that's not true. Were you on the Colombia trip? Then you don't know. Don't listen to these people. None of them were on the trip, so none of them are allowed to say anything about it. Don't Google me. Please don't Google me. She's like, she might as well be begging at this point. Don't Google me. Be careful. You're going to get some hard truths thrown at you, and you're not going to love me so much anymore. What?
On some websites about network marketing and income, etc. I am ranked as the #1 network marketer in the entire world, so it's great to meet
Why does she always say it like that? She always puts that inflection on the word in the entire world. She always says it like that. Every time she says it, I'm like, is the inflection supposed to be like some like a misdirection of like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, no, you guys don't know what I'm trying to say because I'm not saying anything. It's all stuck in my brain and I can't get it out of my mouth in English. But yeah, she's not though. She's not even the top in Prove It. Right? Isn't she still like the second from the top rank? But she's the #1 network marketer in the world. #1 network marketer in the world, but can't even make it to the top rank of her company. And allegedly, one of her giant legs is about to quit. So she's about to lose a lot of revenue from Prove It. So that's fun.
Guys, that's based off of income, and I do believe some influence. And not only that, but I do want to share something with you before I go to the next slide, which is this has allowed me to do something I think a lot of people don't understand. I'm going to stop the screen. I feel like I'm looking at you, but I'm not because I can't see you because it's a webinar. anyone on here, did any of you ever feel like you were
See,
kind
it's
of
flashing
special?
again. Yeah,
Like
make
in
this
some
bigger.
way.
You see what I'm saying? That's super
Kind of a
annoying,
trick
right?
question because all of you are special. Okay. But I always knew something was different about me. I knew I was always kind of like a little weirdo.
That's better. Wait, no,
for
it's off
being
the side of
super
the
honest
screen.
with each other. We're all
Okay.
best friends here, right? 4,000 best friends. Yes.
4,000.
Yes?
Okay.
So it's important you know that, by the way.
That's something I missed. I never knew how many people were here, but she said there were 4,000 people, which I believe. There's so many chats going by, like, and her and Courtney Shortney and Brittany Anderson and probably everyone else was supposedly pushing this shit out to all of their downlines and stuff. So yeah, 4,000 sounds about right.
For recruiting, that you know you have something special to offer to the world. Okay? You're all different. You're all the best at being you. This is a fact.
We love you. You're very special. Come on. I thought that these people like hated like the little special snowflake thing. Jessie Lee definitely falls into the group of people who's just like, no one's getting bullied enough, and everyone thinks they're so special, and everyone gets a participation trophy when they don't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. But behind closed doors in her trainings and her webinar, she's like, you're very special. We love you very much. Now go home safely.
This is a fact. And ever since I was younger, I always was looking for different ways to do things, right? Network marketing definitely became a vehicle where I was able to do some different things, see some things some different ways. But because of network marketing, I'm just gonna tell you, whatever, we're friends here. We're all friends here. In 2017, I got terminated from a company. Okay, I was the #1 earner in a company. I was terminated. Ba ba ba. Sound the effects. Let the YouTube do happen. Okay, and I had to start all over again, and I was horrified.
Aaron, are you still here? Was that Modere or was that Pure Romance? I'm not. I don't know Jessie Lee's timeline of events. 2017 would have been Modere, right? How many years ago was that? Oh my god, do I even want to know? 6 years ago? Ugh. 2017 was 6 years ago. Ugh. She did everything right and we indicted her. That's a soundbite that I need to get on my stream deck. I would never use it, right? Like, what reasons would I use it except just to laugh? And then the people would just get annoyed and click off. Was it Modere? Okay. So 2017, she got kicked out of Modere. Okay. That's when you were also kicked out of Modere. Okay. Gotcha. So she got fired from Pure Romance and then got fired from Modere from sleeping with an executive. I feel like I remember... Was that couldn't be why you all got fired, right? No, it was because of that, not Wes Bewley, the other guy, Justin something, right? Wasn't he like being a tattletale or something? Or was the Pure Romance thing from her sleeping with an executive? I thought she was like married then, wasn't she? Dude, like Jessie Lee Ward has the craziest, and by crazy I don't mean like ableist, I shouldn't have said crazy. The most wild, like, backstory. For real. How do you get kicked out of your own business? Right. Shouldn't everyone on here know her story? Where's the training? She did have a slide of getting to know her. She was, yeah, that Justin guy. She was fired for talking bad about Justin Prince. Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of. I want to like put together a timeline of her journey through network marketing so far. Aaron, maybe you and I could like collab on something like that. That'd be fun. Because I want to start doing more like documentary style stuff, like more polished things. But I feel like her history would need to be like a 2-parter. So like maybe we could, I don't know.
Because I had one stream.
Yeah, Jessie Lee lore.
Now I was earning over $200,000 a month at the time, and I really thought that I was formidable. I really thought that I was untouchable. I really thought that everything was. I was like, no one could ever possibly get rid of me in my company because I'm #1. And then, you know, there I go. All right. And so the reason I tell you this is it was an epiphany. And I think there's times in all of our lives that we look back on the moments in our life. This is a Steve Jobs quote. and the dots connect. You have these dots in your life that they don't make sense when they're happening to you. But when you are in your life where you currently are, you look back on them and you go, oh my gosh.
There's something like really dark and sinister and ironic about her quoting Steve Jobs right now. Like, hey Jessie, things didn't turn out very well for Steve Jobs. Yeah, he was super rich, but their situations are a little too close for comfort. And I feel like perhaps he's not a guy you should be taking any advice from or like quoting, you know? Big yikes. Big yikes.
It was all happening for me. No way. So in 2017, when I lost all my streams of income, luckily I've always been somebody who lives way below my means because I grew up in a super small country town.
Is that why you're wearing a Louis Vuitton shirt? Well, she's rich now, so I guess it is below her means. No, if you were living below your means, you wouldn't be shopping for clothes at Louis Vuitton. You wouldn't be wearing like bougie shit, you know what I mean? That's not living below your means. That's like being like, I'm so rich that I can't afford this. Instead of, like, because it's a material thing. It's like, if you're living below your means, you're buying clothes because it's a necessity and not because you want a bougie. How much do you think that t-shirt costs her? Probably like, $800? I don't know how much Louis Vuitton t-shirts are, but I can imagine it's a lot of money, like unnecessary spending, so.
Middletown, Maryland. No friends, no.
Right, and Stephanie, is that why she travels all the goddamn time via private jet? Yeah. Yeah. Living below her means, though. Like, at the very least, if she said she, like, flew first class everywhere, I'd be like, okay, fine. Like, you can definitely afford that, and it's like, it's not that wild of an expense, I think. But, like, private jet is a totally different thing.
Money, blah, blah, typical sob story, right? Domestic violence in the household, sent my dad to jail, raised by my grandparents, the whole nine of why I should not be successful is
You're
part of
saying
the reason
$100,
I am
$50?
successful. A very large part of the reason why I am successful is I traded all of the reasons that I should be a victim into reasons why I was going to be a victor. And I want you to make sure you write that down because it makes a very big difference in your recruiting.
She's doing the word thing, and I hate it when they do this. It always reminds me of that cult book from Young Living. Because they, like, take words and, like, try to make some kind of wordplay out of it. Like, it means something. Like, it's supposed to mean something. And it's like, no. Do you want to be a victim or a victor? I don't want to be either of those things, okay? And just because they start with the same letter doesn't mean that they should be put together in a sentence. 1,210? Sandra's saying the cheapest you saw were around 500. I believe Quinlan. Quinlan's very good at finding hun clothes. Quinlan is also the one who found that dress with the bunnies on it that Marina Wari was wearing in the Most Powerful Women. A gray version of the t-shirt is 12. See, like, I undershot that shit. I said, what did I say, 800? Quinlan's out here saying that it's $1,200, over $1,200 for that shirt. And she's like, I've always lived below my means. That's unnecessary. That is an unnecessary purchase. That is an unnecessary t-shirt. If it's real, it costs a lot. See, that's what I'm saying.
So in 2017, when I was terminated, I said, well, first of all, I said, I'm going back to a job. This is ridiculous. Network marketing. Okay. I was all poo-poo mad at the profession. I was like, we're all network marketers here, right? I was not happy with
no, we're
marketing.
not.
I could not believe this. And I had a phone call. And someone on this phone call, which, by the way, you could make some phone calls and recruit some people, okay?
You can make some phone calls and recruit some people, she says. How about don't bother people? Like, listen. If you have somebody's phone number, it means that they trust you enough to a certain extent, right? So don't take that trust and stomp it into the ground by giving them a phone call and trying to recruit them to your pyramid scheme. How about that? How's that? Just a thought.
On this phone call, this person says to me,
she didn't say that when she was fired.
Jessie Lee? Where are you going to get a job that pays you $200,000 a month?
$200,000 a damn month. That's, what's that, $2.4 million a year? Am I doing the math right in my head? That's, there's no way she was making that in Modere. Aaron, the phone call was Eric Worre. Oh. So you're trying to tell me that Eric Worre talked her into staying in network marketing after she got fired from Modere? Shocking. It's almost like he had something to gain from keeping her in the industry. Success is different to everyone. Yeah, for sure. And I actually think she talks about that. And if it's not, no, you know what? I think that success is different to everyone quote was from that Jane Marie The Dream podcast interview that she fucked up on really bad. Her taxes are probably ridiculous. She was making that in Modere? She would show it on the training? $200,000 a month in Modere? Wow. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. Because, like, normally when you go and look at the income disclosure statements of most MLMs, they'll say, like, they'll have the highest earners or whatever, and most of them are like, yeah, in the millions, 1.5 or something like that. I guess maybe some of them are like the highest earner was 3 million or something like that. But, like, that's, I don't even think that number is normal to see on an income disclosure statement, you know? A 100% cotton jersey for $1,200. Can you believe it? It's made from the tears of her downline. I believe that. Hi, Tish! Yeah, the podcast interview was hysterical. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, quick side note here. And I didn't cover it because, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to Jane Marie and the Dream podcast and stuff, although it's really fucking funny. I don't know. Aaron and JJ have posted it already, so yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. It is fucking hilarious. So basically, long story short, The Dream is basically the most popular and successful anti-MLM podcast out there, hosted by Jane Marie. She's a goddess. She's amazing. And somehow they got Jessie Lee Ward to agree to an interview. And then Jessie fucking goes and live streams the interview while she's doing it with Jane Marie on her Facebook, and she didn't even realize it was an anti-MLM podcast. It's fucking wild. It is the funniest shit. Now, it's extremely disrespectful to do that to anyone, but we know that Jessie Lee loves to brag about being a guest on podcasts. She live streams her interviews with them all the time. That's disrespectful as fuck. I'm pretty sure The Dream, their new season 3, is coming out in the fall, I think. Great podcast. If you've never listened to it, it's very, very good. Very informative. I actually want to go back and listen through it again because it's that good. A lot of information there. But, so yeah, it takes months to, like, to record these podcasts, to film them, to edit them, and all these things. And Jessie Lee has the fucking nerve to just live stream the interview while it's happening. And lo and behold, it's a fucking anti-MLM podcast. And she realizes, like, halfway through, and then Jane Marie is all like, I talked to Aaron Bees. It's so funny. Like, the moment she realizes, oh, this isn't a pro network marketing podcast, it's all over. If you want to see that, and I would absolutely recommend watching it on Aaron's channel because her name is specifically mentioned by Jane Marie in that interview. It's very funny. Highly recommend going to watch it on Aaron's channels. Singular channel, on her channel. Julie Jo did it too, though. I haven't watched Julie Jo's video on it, but I'm sure it's fabulous. It's hilarious. So yes, go after this live stream is over, go to Aaron's channel and watch it. It is so funny. Now that you have that context, because I did have, like, I reposted part of it on my Instagram, and I had a few people, like, messaging me, like, what's so funny about this? And I'm like, let me tell you a little bit about The Dream. The Dream podcast, great podcast. Very anti-MLM. That's why it's funny. Because Jessie Lee, like, she's all, like, talking about it, like, Like, as it, like, bragging about how successful she is, and Jay Marie's just sitting there like, yeah. And then, like, drops the bomb about the Colombia trip, and Jesse's like... Oh, it's funny. It's glorious. It's the best thing that's ever happened to the anti-MLM movement, in my opinion. So, yeah. Go watch it.
I went, I don't know. I mean, I got degrees. I'm educated. They're like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, really? $200,000 a month. I went, oh, man, I got to go back to network marketing. All right, shoot. 6 weeks.
Is it possible that... Sorry, I'm pausing a lot. Is it possible that that $200,000 a month was like a 1-month thing? Like, that was her best paycheck or something? I just feel like that's a lot of money to be making in an MLM consistently, you know? But if Erin says she does it, then I believe it.
Weeks later, I'm in a new network marketing company, but it shifted my whole perspective in a really good way. What happened to me in that moment was I realized I could be the best network marketer in the world, and I could be a serial entrepreneur. And it was in that moment I decided that I was not only going to become the #1 network marketer in the world, but I was going to have a lot of other businesses. So if you are someone on here who maybe you're not even in network marketing yet, and you're kind of checking this out, or you're like, what the heck? I don't know about these network marketing things. Let me promise you something.
Erin,
I own
I
brick
see you
and mortar
texting me.
stores. I have traditional businesses. I own e-commerce businesses.
I would like you to jump on my podcast. Oh my god, my stream right now, but I don't know how to do it because I'm streaming through Streamlabs. There's a way to like, I can't like set it up. I mean, you could call me. Let me think logically. How would I do this? Oh, you know what? Like, we could do like a Zoom call, and I can just like put you on my screen for a minute. So much to say about that call with Eric. Yeah, I want to know. I think we all want to know. We want to know. Please join me. But yeah, I don't really know how to do this. Do you want me to set up a Zoom link or something? I'll set up a Zoom link. You get your little butts in here. Possibly invite. Let me see real quick. I don't want to press play because there's just like so much good stuff in here. But there is a way to like do like a guest collab cam. Invite a guest to join your stream from a web browser. Hold on. Hang on, Erin. Welcome to collab cam. Am I really going to set this shit up right now? Yes, it's important. Copy and share your link. Verify their identity. Enjoy your stream. Get started. Okay, here's an invite URL. I can invite one guest, which is perfect. Webcam source. I don't know what any of this means. Okay, wait. Sorry, guys. Okay, wait. So there is a little screen here. Okay, Erin, please hold. Do you want me to text you the link? Are you in front of your webcam right now? Paging DC, right? Well, we'll see if this works. Hold on. Nope. Go away. I'm gonna Instagram it to you, Erin, and we'll see if it works. I don't know. I'm sending you an Instagram message right now. Sorry that this is riveting content, I know. Okay. See what happens if you click that link. Avery, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. It is a perfect collab, I do agree. 'Cause yeah, it's it's like I would think it should tell me that someone's trying to get into my stream, right? I'm excited too, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So far, I don't see anything. Erin is worth the wait, yeah. Is she here? The texts from Erin have stopped. Oh, she saw it. She saw it just now. She saw the link. This is a fuck around and find out link, yeah. It was saying that, like, you can verify their identity and all this shit. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I can't hear you, though. Oh.
You can't hear me? How about
Oh, wait.
now?
No, I can hear you. Can everyone hear Erin? I'm gonna make, wait, not that big. Okay, wait. I'm gonna move you over here, and I'm gonna make my face big. I'm a professional streamer. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sick.
I can't see you.
You can't see me?
No.
Uh-oh. That's weird. I've never done this on Streamlabs before, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
What does it look like?
Yeah, send me like a screenshot or something of what you
it looks
see.
like?
Of what your little interface is. Because I have it pulled up. I mean, I guess you could always just, no, I don't know. I don't know why that would work.
I'll send you a screenshot. I'm texting you.
Okay. Let me, do I need to turn Aaron up? Oh, shit. Hi. I have your volume turned all the way up. Does she sound okay, guys? Oh, I manifested the shit out of her. Yeah. Oh, I'm still waiting on the screenshot. But yeah, no, I don't know how any of this works. So that's so weird that you wouldn't be able to see what's going on from your end. That's strange. I'm not getting a screenshot, but oh, wait, it's coming through. Oh, wow, you just like straight up can't see me. Amy, thank you for the $5 hairs. Let me see. Nope, not that. Maybe there's something on the collab cam here that I didn't click. Assign to source. No. Why are you laughing? Because we're professionals? Wait, you're quiet now. I can't hear you. Are you muted? Oh no, where did you go? It says your volume's up all the way. Source. Dude, I didn't change anything. That's it. That's it. I've had enough of this. Wait, collab cam is there. Yeah, it says the are you sure you're not muted? Fuck. Sorry, guys. Thank you for being patient. This is ridiculous. I still can't hear you, Aaron. Oh, no. Because, like, okay, I see the collab cam. Wait. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I think it's probably something with my mic for some reason.
I'm not sure why you can't see my video, but,
I don't know.
yeah. But anyway, I mean, does this work? You can hear me, so.
I can hear you. And
Okay.
if you guys can hear me, I'm cool with it.
We can hear you now, so yeah. All right, let's get the tea here, Aaron. I need to know all about this Eric Worre phone call.
Okay, so she went to the Modere corporate offices. I think she had already been suspended by that point. And then as she was leaving, she was walking to get into the elevator. Her phone rang. It was Eric Worre. And he was basically like talking her off the ledge, kind of. Mm-hmm. And he was telling her, I believe, that she needed to get to Lisa Grossman's house in Dallas. So she flew from Utah to Lisa Grossman's house, who was a part of Prove It at the time and still is. That's her upline. And that's how that all happened. Do I remember her ever mentioning to any of us that were also terminated, that were part of this leadership chat, her questioning going back and getting a job? Absolutely not. What? No.
So that was like never on the table.
No. No.
Do you think maybe like during the conversation it was just one thing, like she was feeling really bad for herself? She's like, Eric, I just go get a job. And then he was like, no one will pay you this much. And she said, okay. It was like a 30-second thing. Not even 30 seconds. Like,
I don't even think she would have said that to Eric, because
right.
She was texting all of us while she was suspended, which I don't think she was supposed to even be doing that. She was communicating with all of us. And when I say all of us, I mean the leaders that were in that chat that were terminated. And as she left that office, she sent us all a text and was like, hey, I just got fired. And we were like, what? And then it was, then soon after that was the discussion of, okay, well, where are we going? That's how that happened.
So when you say that, because like you always are like, we all got fired from Modere, is it more like Jessie got fired from Modere and you guys just followed her and you guys just say we, or was there another reason?
No, well, what Modair wanted us to do was to turn over information, and from my perspective, there was not really any information to turn over.
Right. Like, what did
Like,
they
it
want?
was-
Just
it-
because she was talking shit about that Justin guy?
Yeah, well, I mean, and what she said about him, first of all, this is just my opinion, my experience. I have had interactions with him that did make me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I did voice that in that leadership chat, but she called him, how do I word this without saying it? Content warning, mention of assault.
Oh,
So-
no.
She called him an R word, the R word,
Okay.
but not, how do I word this, Savannah? Like an assault, a type of
Uh-huh.
assault.
Uh-huh.
She called him that paired with bastard in the chat.
Whoa.
And then
And that was it?
well, I mean, and there was probably some other conversations. I don't remember everything else. I just remember that because that was brought up
Right.
many times. And I think that it was just really, what is the word? Disparaging
Mhm.
another leader. Is that
Yeah,
word?
yeah.
Something like that.
I
And
mean,
think
that is
that's
a pretty,
essentially-
that's a pretty big,
Yeah.
or, what's it called?
I mean,
She's accusation to make against somebody.
that's a very intense accusation. There
I
were
mean,
also
There wasn't any
uh,
basis behind that, was it? It was just because he made you guys feel
Not that I'm
uncomfortable
aware of.
sometimes? Yeah.
not that I'm aware of. Also, there was mention of like drug use. You know, that he was like doing drugs or something.
Another pretty major accusation. All right.
Yeah. So there was a lot of there was a lot of talk like that in that leadership chat. And what Modair wanted was for the other people that were in the chat to give more information. And I was like, well, what other information do you want? Like,
Right.
I didn't feel like I had any other information to share at the time. So the
Like
reason
there-
we got fired.
Like they were trying to get an investigation going to see if
Yeah.
it was true against him, and then you're like, I
Yeah.
don't fucking know why Jessie Ward, I guess that's technically her name,
I mean,
Jessie Lou. I
yeah.
don't know why she said that. Like, and
Yeah, I mean,
as
we
if
all
you
kind
guys are supposed to be the ones to hand over any kind of like evidence to support that. Like,
yeah. Well, they had the screenshots of the chat. It was downloaded because I think it was a
Mhm.
WhatsApp chat. So they had it like downloaded or something. And so like, what other information do you want? This is what was said in the chat. And so because we didn't respond and give them whatever it was that they were wanting, that's why the group of us was fired from that, because we wouldn't say anything because it was for
there
me
was nothing
I was
else
like,
to say.
what do we need to, like, you have the chat, what else do you want? I don't understand.
Yeah, what did they
But
want you
then-
to do?
let me tell you.
Okay, keep going.
Let
Sorry.
me tell you, Sav and friends.
Seven friends.
What transpired after that is, it still doesn't make sense to me, because she thought she was being followed legitimately. She thought she was being followed. She thought people were parked outside of her house, like
Wow.
surveilling her house and what she was doing. She thought that there was like a Russian spy or something that attacked. I'm not kidding. I
What
know
the
how this
fuck?
sounds.
No, I mean,
And-
it's really not that surprising coming from someone like Jessie Lee. Like, she's said some wild, wacky stuff before, but,
I
like,
mean,
and she clearly believes in some wild and wacky stuff. Like, there was that one recent live stream where she was, like, saying that, like, oh, isn't the conspiracy that people are drinking babies' blood and all this stuff? Like, she straight up thinks, like, some of that stuff is true from what I understand, so...
yeah, but this was when there were only little flare-ups at the time,
Mhm.
kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like what we see now, especially the podcast with Jane Marie. Holy crap. But there was a
Again,
lot
after
of-
this, guys, go to Aaron's channel and watch that. It's very funny.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
sorry. Continue.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. I appreciate that. It was absolutely bananas. And then, long story short, it was actually her ex-husband that turned her relationship in with the former CEO of Modair to Modair.
Whoa.
And so all of us are trying to understand what's going on. We knew about the affair because she would like flaunt that in the leadership chats and stuff like that while we were at the events. It was really odd. But anyways, so there was all of this chaos around it, just swirling, and we're like, this doesn't make any sense. A Russian spy? What are you talking about? And like just all of this stuff, and it created this like paranoia. We were like, oh my God. Like I remember feeling at that time, because of all the craziness that was going on, that I was going to open up my garage and somebody was going to be standing there, because I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would all this be happening?
That is so scary.
It was. And I trusted her, I trusted her at the time. And now I realize that I don't think any of us had the full story.
No, probably not.
I still probably don't have the whole story. I would have to talk to, everybody that was involved at that time, and then put the pieces together, which I do still talk with some of them. But yeah, it was a really scary time. And it was a really scary time. It didn't make any sense to me at the time.
It doesn't make sense now. Why a Russian spy?
I don't know. Supposedly this person went to jail, but nobody, like, I don't remember who this person was, or if this person, their name was even mentioned, it was so chaotic. It was so crazy. It didn't make any sense. And I was like, oh my God, like what? We're talking about like an MLM. Like what is so serious?
Right, dude.
And now I look back and I'm like, oh, this was all probably just a smoke screen, like in my opinion, to hide the fact that it was her ex-husband who turned her into Modair, which I think what happened was that put her on put a target on her within Modair. They were like, ooh, we don't like this.
Right.
And then
you said it was the CEO she was sleeping with?
The CMO.
Oh, the CMO. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. This is also the same guy that she went to the vineyard with several years ago. And he like rolled out some sort of a contract or something for like IVF treatments. And he wanted like a payment. And then it turns out he's married.
Whoa.
And she was like, oh, like she didn't know or something. And
how do you not? Okay. Wait a minute, Alice, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. You already know what time it is.
Oh, please play the song. I love it.
Can you hear it? Can anyone hear it? It's really like quiet in my headphones. Can you guys hear it?
I can't hear it, but
I can hear it, but it's like really quiet. I don't know.
So on the screen that I'm seeing, it has an eye with a line through it. For you.
Let me look. See, I mean, it's probably something on my end, but I have no idea how to fix it. There's this that has the chat box. Oh, shit. I have that hidden right now, but that's the only thing that I have purposely hidden.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I have. I wanted to share that with you guys because
love that.
I look back on some of this stuff and I'm like, none of it makes any sense. And now that we're seeing kind of granted, I'm not a professional in this department, but I really do feel like the mask has been removed. That's what we saw in the Jane Marie podcast interview.
Yeah, you can only fake it until you're face to face with an anti-MLMer, dude. Like,
yikes. And I love the fact that she's trying to flip that, like Jane Marie didn't do her research. And I'm like, do you hear yourself?
Right. Like when that podcast episode drops, like she's gonna look so fucking dumb. Not Jane Marie. Jessie Lee.
I think Jane Marie did a great job.
Jane Marie does a great job on everything that she touches, dude.
And she's good, by the way, everybody. Like, she's good. I've talked to her.
I've never talked to her, but she's legit. She follows me on Instagram. That's the extent of my relationship with her.
She's amazing.
But
shout out to Jane Marie.
Yeah, dude, I would love to talk to her someday. I don't have a reason to.
Message her on Instagram.
I know I should. I know, because like now I'd be in her DMs. Ooh, but
sliding into the DMs.
Oh.
I get to see you next weekend.
Isn't that wild? Guys, did you know that me and Aaron and JJ are going to hang out next weekend? Like,
we're going to be like real life, like we know each other in real life friends.
I already feel like I consider you a real life friend. Yeah, whatever. No, I'm so excited. I'm bummed that I can only be there for like less than 2 days, but school and shit. School,
it'll be fun.
The day before we go out is Sparrow's Meet the Teacher Like,
Oh
so
my
yeah,
God.
so it's like I was even thinking like after my husband gets off work or something, maybe we could go out at night, like drive out, but then I don't want to keep
Yeah.
you up too late. It's only a
Oh, I
4
don't
hour
care.
drive, but like I'm like, wait, we have
Do
to
what
take,
you want to do. I'll be here. You know what I mean?
I mean, like if we left like right when my husband got home, we wouldn't be to your house till like 9 or 10 at night. So, and then I'd just be like, I'm going to
okay.
sleep, bye. So
Great. Me too. Okay,
okay,
bye.
woo,
Nice to meet you in
slumber
person.
party.
Let's all go to sleep. Great.
No, I'll probably just show up on your doorstep the next day. But yeah, I'm just
That's
like,
fine.
really? Like the day before I have to go do all this school stuff. Bleh. So, but I'm very
That's okay, I
excited.
get it.
I'm excited to hang out, and
It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be so fun. I can't wait to eat pancakes with you that are the size of my head.
Yes.
And yeah, I need me some hash house.
We
and
have to go there, and then we need to figure out what we want to do on Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've been to Vegas a bazillion times, so it's not like I need to go sightseeing or anything. I just want to hang
Yeah.
out with you guys, so I don't care.
Same.
Yeah, you go to Vegas all the time. Like
I
every
see it
day.
all the time.
All
We
right,
should go to
friend.
the pool or something. But anyway,
Wait, you have
we'll
a
talk
pool?
about that later.
You have a pool?
We do not have a pool,
Oh.
but there's a casino down the road that we
And go
can
to a
which is
pool.
pretty cool.
I
really
love
pretty.
that.
It's
I mean,
it's a little expensive, but you go and it's a lot of fun.
I don't give a shit. I'll go swimming. I love swimming. Also, it's hot as balls.
It's so hot here, and I know it's hot there, and I died at that
The hot
reel
dog
you
video.
sent me.
Guys, I think Erin reposted it on her Instagram, but
Yeah.
someone in Vegas put hot dogs on the antenna of their car while they're driving to cook them because it's so hot. I was telling them
like-
earlier, I don't know if
Yeah.
it was probably before you were here, but it was when I started the stream, it was 114 outside at my house.
Yeah, I think it's like 111 here right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Desert buddies. It's
I
the
love that
best.
for us.
Love that
We can
for
make
us
it to
too.
October. We can do it.
October is still in the hundreds here sometimes.
It's-
Like
yeah,
it's like high 90s. It like
Yeah.
doesn't even feel cool.
our weather like snaps like the end of October, usually around Halloween.
Halloween, it starts getting a little chilly at night. But I remember
Yeah.
this last year, my husband and I like bought onesies, like little dragon onesies, and we were walking around trick or treating. We were sweating, like. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
think I'm
like I'm done. I'm done with this hot
Yeah.
shit, man. We don't even have monsoons or anything. No storms, nothing. Just hot.
It doesn't rain. It's just hot, and when it does, if it does rain, the humidity paired with the hot. I don't know how people that live in high humidity do it. Y'all are amazing.
At least it's a dry heat here.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, hey, we got to get back to watching this stuff, but thank you
Do
for
your thing.
hopping on.
Yeah, anytime.
All right, see you next weekend.
See ya. All right, see ya. I'll send you my address.
Yay! Yes, please, because I got to know where I'm going.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get it. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for having me, Sav.
Bye. Bye. Aw, she's just the greatest, isn't she? Yes, I want to remove collab cam. She's fabulous. I don't know what my issue was there, why she couldn't see me. But yeah. Thank you, Erin, for giving us the scoop. Wow, that's not what I'm trying to do. For giving us the scoop on Jessie Lee's poop. You know? All right, I don't even remember where we were before we stopped here, but that was a big detour, but let's circle back around and get back to watching Jessie Lee Ward.
I'm #1 network marketer in the world. I
Yeah, you
speak on
are.
stages across the globe. I probably speak for your company. Your company probably booked me. I'm probably speaking at your next event. And if they haven't booked me yet, they should, but that's a different webinar for a different day. Like, guys, you can do anything with a vehicle like this. Anything with a vehicle like this. And I say that to you because do you feel my energy around this profession, around entrepreneurship? Do you feel this? Well, see, this is probably recruiting tip #1. Your level of belief has to be indestructible in what you're doing. You have to have 3 levels of belief. You have to believe in yourself. I knew I was weird. I knew I was different. I knew I had talents. I knew I would work hard. I knew I would show up. I knew I was consistent. So I knew I could believe in myself. Write it down. The second thing is
Write
you
it
want to recruit, you got
down.
to believe in your company. Some of you wonder why you're not recruiting, but you're constantly complaining about your company. Well, you can't complain about your company at the same time that you're trying to bring people into your company. That is completely incongruent, right? Doesn't make sense. Now, sometimes your company pisses you off. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just kind of want to go march up to corporate and be like, you're being stupid. You're being dumb. What is wrong with you? Why did you do this? Okay.
Red flag. Hey, if you feel that way about the company that like you're supposed to be having all this financial and time freedom from, like that doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right that that company's pissing you off that much. Like, I guess in a normal job, I guess it's normal to be like, I hate this company or whatever, but like, I guess for like your average, like the bottom 99%, you know what I mean? Because we're all like corporate wage slaves and stuff, so I guess that's normal. But like in an MLM, it seems like you're supposed to be like constantly singing the praises of how amazing your company is all this stuff, and now behind the scenes she's just like, sometimes our companies piss us off. Why do they do these things? Why did Mo dare fire me for sleeping with their CMO? I don't know. I wanted to march up to corporate and be like, knock knock knock, stop being stupid and let me get what's mine. Jessie Lee, what are you talking about?
Okay, I'm not saying perfection, but I will also tell you that entrepreneurs do not look for perfection because they understand that in entrepreneurship, perfection doesn't actually exist. So you're not looking for perfect people, okay? You're looking for a company you believe in. If you believe in your company, that's your second pillar of belief. It will shift everything in your recruiting journey because people will go, she believes in herself. He believes in his company. Like, what the heck? And the third thing is you sure as heck better believe in the network marketing profession. Those are your three pillars of belief.
Yeah.
Okay. So
if you don't believe in network marketing, then yeah, you're not going anywhere with it. I agree with her on that one. You do have to believe in it. Whether or not that belief is brought on by like just straight brainwashing and like convincing yourself that shit's gonna work out, or I don't know, if you like just actually truly believe in it, which at that point you're just naive, I guess.
yourself, your company, and your profession. Every single one of us on here, we are in the profession of network marketing. Now, I call it profession because it is a profession to me. It is
to you, because it pays your bills, but to most people, to 99% of people, it's a side hustle at best and a money-sucking drama machine at worst. No, that's not even worse. I guess it could get worse than that. A bankruptcy machine at worst. And then it eats all your family members and your relationships, anyone that matters to you, anything that matters to you. That's what these companies are to at least like half of the people who join them. And then otherwise it's like, I guess it's a side hustle. No, Jessie Lee, you can say that this is a profession because you allegedly have been making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month off of this shit. So yeah. You are a professional, but everyone in this chat is not.
Professional career decision. I don't look at this as it's a hobby, which it can be for some of you, but I looked at this. Okay, I actually learned that from this guy. What's wrong? Wrong side. I learned that from this guy, this Eric Worre guy. Okay.
Oh, that
he said,
guy.
don't call it an industry. Call it a profession because you're a professional. When you present yourself as a professional, people treat you like a professional. People do business with professionals. Those three pillars of belief, you almost can say anything to anybody and you're so unshakable in what you're doing that people come to you.
But like to say that people do business with professionals. You're not a business owner though. So like people who like matter, who want to like do collaborations and stuff, who want to have both of you build up your small businesses, your privately owned businesses together, those people are not going to reach out to someone in an MLM. Like, please, come on. And if you think that, then you're delusional.
This is magnetism. We're going to talk a lot about this, attracting the right people. We're going to talk about all this stuff. That comes very quickly and quite frankly, very easily when you are somebody who believes in yourself. You're somebody who believes in the company, the product, the services, and you're somebody who believes that the profession is the best out there. Now, if you're like, I don't know, because some people say some things. Look, first of all, don't spend time around negative people. That's like, can't be doing that. All right, yeah, cut that off.
That's us. That's us.
But I won't.
But also, like when these people say don't, what they think a negative person is anyone who's just like expressing any form of doubt at all. Even like the most justifiable doubt with like evidence to back it up. No, that's a negative person. No, you know what that is? It's just someone who's like looking out for you, someone who has your best interests in mind. How about that for an idea? I know that's a shocking revelation, but like some people, like when they care about you, they're actually going to step in and be like, actually, I think you're not making a great decision. But no, to Jessie Lee and to anyone else who trains this way, it's you're being negative. Nope, I just care about you and I don't want to see you get scammed. How about that?
Also tell you that this profession, all it is, if somebody says, what is network marketing? You say, oh, all we do is we create networks of people and we market products and services to them.
Where the fuck is the chat? The chat's not here. I don't know where the chat's at. Guys, that network of people that she's talking about, that's called a downline. And then she says we create a network of people and market products to them. Literally suggesting, or just like straight up just saying, that the distributors are the customers. Yeah. That's it. The distributors are the customers. And Jessie Lee Ward basically just went on a roundabout way of saying that. You create a network by recruiting people into your downline, and then you market to them by making them believe that they are business owners now, and suggesting that they invest in that business. That's your form of marketing. You could be like, no, that's team building. That's being a manager, kind of like, no. I mean, she is right to an extent. Oh, there's the chat. I don't know if I can even know. Don't know why the chat's doing that. That's wild. I forgot what I was just saying. I got distracted by the chat. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying that she is right to an extent because, like, that really is what it is. But, like, it's marketed to people when you're recruiting people, and this is how to recruit people. This is what Jessie Lee's training is. You don't market the opportunity to your prospective, I guess your prospects that way. You don't. Because if you did, then no one would ever join. You have to market it as something it's not, which makes it a scam. But it's, just, work from your phone. Sell product. All you have to do is just you work from your phone and you sell products and you make money and that's it. No, it's not. You get in there and then you realize, oh, yeah, so I make $5 every time I sell a bottle of fucking, I don't know, pre-workout shit. I don't know. But if I really want to actually make this a profession and be able to call myself a professional who makes money doing this, like actual substantial money that pays my bills, then I have to start lying to people the way I was lied to. Now it's time to get to the real game. It's like in World of Warcraft. When, like, the grind to the top level, which, what is it now? 80? 90? Let's just say 80. They change it all the time. The grind to the top level 80, like, that's the grind, and the real game begins when you hit level 80, because then you can do raids and you can get all the legendary stuff. That's when the real game starts, and this is my comparison from MLMs to World of Warcraft, because this is what we do here. But isn't it, though? It's kind of like, oh, now the real game starts. Like in Pokemon Go. The real game doesn't really start until level 30, because once you get to level 30, you're kind of like thrown in with the rest of everyone else, and you get to catch the same Pokemon with the same stats and the same everything. Up until that point, those stats get rolled. Sometimes other things show up that don't show up for other people, and that kind of stuff. It's like the same thing. The game starts at level 30. I just like questing, right? I feel you. How can she keep her downline and be VP of marketing? Isn't that a huge conflict of interest? I think so. And I know I've mentioned that I think so, like, multiple times. But I think she can kind of get away with doing whatever she wants at this point. Like, let's be honest. Prove it, like, I don't know, I don't want to say it because it sounds too mean, but yeah, no, I think Prove It knows exactly what they're doing with having her as the VP. Let's just put it that way. And pleather pants, yep. And then you just have to have pleather pants. That's it. Is she speaking truth here? Yeah. But I think it's going over everyone else's heads. Everyone else in here is just like, oh, I am that network marketer. I am at the top. I am this and that. And it's like, okay, you think that. But you haven't reached level 80 yet. You haven't reached level 30 yet.
Write it down. That's like a money bag right there. Because how many of you, when somebody says, Lindsay, what do you do? Tammy, what do you do? Andrea, what do you do? Candy, what do you do? Ginger, what do you do? Jamie, what do you do? Crystal, what do you do? I'm saying your names in the chat, by the way, if you can't figure it out. Megan, what do you do? Shalana, what do you do? And you go, how's your recruiting going? When you're doing that, you're so lost in the sauce, man. So write it down.
The reason why you don't know how to describe your job to people when they ask you is because it was marketed to you as one thing, and now you're in there and you realize that it's something else, and now you're conflicted on how to describe it. And you realize also that the truth behind it, the definition of what it is that you do, sounds pretty shitty. If you're at some kind of networking event and someone says, what do you do for work? And you say, oh, I just recruit people into a downline and make money off of their purchases. That sounds pretty shitty. Now, if you do what Jessie Lee here said, which was something along the lines of, we create a network of people and market things to them. It doesn't sound so bad, even though, to me, I think to immediately question the network of people part. But, you know, aside from that, definitely sounds a little nicer.
Oh, what do? I help build networks of people that I market products and services to. Or products, if it's products, services, if it's services, whatever. Okay? That's what we do. You don't have to, I'm a business specialist. I'm a professional social media influencer that is a networker who markets things to people who need to make some more money from home, and I help mom.
Yeah, see, but wait, is it Jessie Lee who's like, I help? Oh, no, it's Courtney, right? Courtney Shortney, who's the one who's always like, I help moms make money to stay at home with their baby. Is that her, or is that Brittany Anderson? I don't know. Let's be honest. I think a lot of them say that. Like, if you ask them what they do, they go, oh, I just help mothers stay at home with their children. I help women make money from home. Like, so many of them say that. And it's like, that's not very specific. And also it sounds quite scammy. I think if you're in a profession where if someone asks you what you do and you don't know how to describe it, out of fear of you, like, being judged, or, like, you just, like, simply don't know what the fuck you're even doing. First of all, that's probably not, like, there's probably something else you're doing for a living, right? Like, that you can describe. It's not that. It's not that.
Like, what are we doing, people? If you act like something's wrong with what you're doing, then people are going to go, what are they doing, right?
The ones with kids say it, yeah.
About it. Something I learned from a really good friend of mine at a mastermind one time is he said, look, I hope y'all are writing this stuff down because I can't see your faces. Usually I can see faces on these things, but we got 4,100 people on here. I can't see all your beautiful faces.
It's a lot of people.
He said, give people just enough. And if they're interested, they will ask you for more information. It was this huge aha to me. And he gave that as to me when I was in this mastermind.
Okay, so
and
then
he had asked me.
So then your job then is to make people interested, right? Is that where we're going with this? Because if that's the case, then literally what you have to do is lie to people. That's it. Because if you're telling the truth, no one's going to join you, period. If you sit there and go, oh, I help moms make money from their phones, that sounds cool, but that's not the truth. And then when you finally do recruit those people, they're going to get in and be like, oh, so what you do, you don't actually sell products. You don't actually make money from selling the products. You make money by telling single mothers that if they join your team, they're going to be able to make money from home. Yeah. So the network that you have to build relies on manipulating and lying and saying shit that isn't necessarily true, skirting around the truth. Yeah. You get it. We all get it. Why isn't she playing?
I didn't know him yet. He wasn't my friend at the time. He said, "What do you do?" I said, "Man, I do a lot. You know, I'm the number one network marketer in the world. I own car dealerships. I own hair salons. I own e-commerce businesses. I'm a part owner in 14 different companies. I have an education company as well that teaches people how to build their businesses. God, I don't know. I do a lot."
So what she did is she took the money she made in network marketing and invested it in other places, which I'm no financial expert, but I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of the financial experts say you should do, is have different streams of income. Oh, what's that? They say that shit all the time. Sorry. Yeah, no, I think diversifying your income and stuff is a thing that you're supposed to do. So, did Eric Worre tell you that then? Because, that sounds like maybe more along the lines of what he probably would have said in that phone call. But, yeah, I think the thing is that, that advice doesn't apply to most of these people, because most of these people either aren't even making an income in their MLM, or the income they are making, whether it be from their MLM or from their real job, their 9 to 5, isn't enough to oh yeah, I have extra money to invest in things. So how is this training when what you're saying basically applies to nobody that's listening to you?
I said it like that, and he was basically like, "Girl, what? Hold on a minute, girl, what?" I was like, "Oh, I'm a dog mom. Should I say I'm a dog mom? I live in Texas. What else am I? What other information?" And he just said, "Just say the one thing." So many of us, you actually talk people out of recruiting. You talk them out of signing up. You talk them out of pressing submit because you give them information they did not ever ask. Misinformation.
That part.
And if you want to recruit more people, the conversation is around simplicity. Now, I don't think I need to say much else about myself, but in case you don't know me, I am Jessie Lee Ward. I do live in Frisco, Texas. I do have 2 amazing dogs.
This entire training has just been Jessie Lee talking about herself. We don't care about your dogs. Hey, Jessie, listen, I care about every dog on this planet, but right now at this moment, we're here for you, watching what you're doing, because we think it's going to help us learn to recruit and then build our network marketing businesses. This is the 3rd time you've mentioned your dogs and your name and things personally about you that have no effect on my network marketing standing here. Can we just get to it?
Amazing partner. I do travel the world.
An amazing partner. An amazing partner who left his poor wife and 3 kids for you without telling her. He just ghosted her. What an amazing man.
I do have business in 41 countries and growing and expanding daily.
Wow, when you say you have a business in 41 countries, is that how many countries Prove It is open in? And so you just you have the one you're in Prove It. Your distributor for Prove It that is open in multiple countries. That's almost like saying if you work at McDonald's or something, you're like, yeah, I work for a company that's open in every country in the world, basically. It's yeah, that makes you sound a lot more impressive than you actually are. But you don't own McDonald's, you just work for them.
I do earn all of the stuff. So these are some of the trophies, right? I happen to be standing in front of it, but top in personal sales, top in recruiting, top in leadership development, top in mentorship, top in auto ship customers, top in blah, 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 blah. And the only reason I say that is not to overwhelm you. I say that to you
to
show especially off. With how many of you,
Elizabeth, thank you for joining
to me. You've probably been on the calls, the trainings, the webinars, the YouTube specials with people who are glorified coaches but have never done it before. Have you met these people? Right? Who they're teaching you how to do something they've never done. So I want to be your friend right now. And
yeah, that's basically every network marketing coach. you guys realize that like network marketing coaching only really exists because like people who spend a lot of time in network marketing realize that it's not like, for most people, obviously, it's not a long-term financial investment in their lives, really. So what they end up doing is just being like, I'm just gonna make money off of people before they come to the same realization I did. They think that they need to be spending all this money on training to make this network marketing thing work. They're people who realize that they can't themselves make it work, but they're but like most of the time you can't like look up and see how successful your network marketing trainer was and whatever in network marketing the company they were with, you know. But it's really easy for them to be like, oh yeah, I was really successful, let me show you how I did it, with like no proof to back it up. So many of them do it, dude. So many of them.
Promise you, everything I teach you now and in the future will never be trained out of theory. Everything I ever train you is trained out of something that I personally did, something that gave me personal results, and something I personally want to share with you only because I know that it works.
So, tubby time then. Get in a bathtub and train your team from a bathtub while you're wearing a face mask and a hoodie. That's how you do it. That personally worked for me. She literally went viral for that. Like, that's part of the reason why she's so successful, dude. I mean, sure, she was, like, I guess marginally successful before that, but, like, she credits a lot of her success to her tubby time bullshit. But you can't tell people to do that. Like, if every network marketer started training from their bathtub, could you imagine what a weird world that would be, right? Can you imagine that, like, started, like, if that started becoming a like a necessity? If you start, once you start building a team and you need to do team trainings, you simply must train them from a bathtub. It's part of the network marketing way, as established by Jessie Lee Ward in 2000 and whatever the year tubby time was. Ay, ay, ay.
All right, let's just jump back in this. All right, so here I am, la la la. If you don't already follow me, follow me. Don't be silly, okay? Here we go. Present at my own pace. My pace is trying to, you know, pace myself on here. So let's rock and roll. All right, so that's me. Okay, here we go. So check this out. Now
That's me. And then she goes to a new slide where it's also about her. Let me put my little face down here so we can see Jessie. Yeah, this whole training is just like, let's talk about everything about me. I'm Jessie Lee Ward. No one cares. Go.
I know the first one's blurry, but you can still see it. This is a check I found on social media. This is about, I don't know, 4 months in business. This is 2011. It's my first override check, $412. And to me, that was enough. I just knew.
That's more than most people in MLMs will make in an entire year. So congratulations. In 2011, you were already in the top 1%.
Knew that I wanted to do this, right? And I remember in 2011 being the girl who said, I never want to recruit people. I never want to recruit people. How many of you in here go, man, I never wanted to do this. I never want to do this. I don't want to do this. This is me. This is my story. Number one recruiter in the world is telling you I didn't want to recruit people. And
now you're going to say you're the number one recruiter in the world? I mean, listen, even if it was true that she was the number one network marketer in the world, that could be true without, like, because there's a lot of individual aspects to being a network marketer, right? Like, that doesn't mean you're, like, you have the best recruitment numbers also. Like, there's got to be people who have recruited more than Jessie Lee Ward. There has to be.
I had a very real conversation with my sponsor,
Where are the
sponsor.
2015, bought the pants.
You know, I was way down there in the tree. And she's like, what are you
The tree? You mean the pyramid?
doing? You're such a good seller. You need to bring people into this. I said, I have a career, girlfriend. Can anyone relate to this? I have a career. I have a good job. I have degrees. Look, some of you network marketers with your big dreams, I just want to make $300 a month, okay? All right, the more that's past that, whatever. But me, I have a real job. You weirdos, do you. I don't want to do it.
Please.
And she looked at me, and I hope this changes some of your perspectives on this, because this might be the thing that shifts your whole life, and you hear it today. Because I don't know. Can you tell that I'm a businesswoman? You know, like I mean that in a good way. Can you tell that I'm competitive? Can you tell that I like to win? Yes, it's pretty
come
obvious.
on, past
Okay.
Savannah. Why'd you
Can I
do
tell you
that?
something else?
I
have a huge
moved
heart.
the chat.
Huge. Like you all trusting me with your time right now. I do not take this lightly. I will promise I deliver on this webinar if I haven't even already, okay?
Don't
I
mind
promise
me.
this will be worth all the money you spent on it. It's free. Okay? I'm saying that because the reason
Her
I
laugh
started
is so
recruiting
obnoxious.
was not for the trips the company ran. And it was not for the money that the top earners made. And it was not because I wanted to compete and become number one in the company in my first 2 months. I was laughing at the top earners like, you weirdos. Like, all you do is live, breathe this network marketing shenanigan, whatever.
Weirdos.
Okay? And she said to me, my sponsor. She said, Jessie Lee, don't you know people like you who need their lives changed in some way, that your life has been changed from this? And I remember feeling myself go, oh no. Have any of you been there? I'm like, she's gonna get me. She's getting me. She's getting me. She's good. She got me. Right? She said, don't
Clearly.
you look at the moms that are sitting on the park bench at weird hours because they can't be there in the middle of the day with their kids. And I'm feeling like the knives get twisted in my heart, right? She's like, haven't you seen the people who had to put the food back at the grocery store? I'm thinking to myself, that was me 2 months ago, girl. Yes, I know what that's like. Okay, I know what that's like. She said,
Dude, that's... the mom shaming is wild here. She's like, oh, if you can't bring your kids to the park during the day, then... then you need network marketing so that you can go during the day like a normal person. Dude, honestly, really? That's what's tugging on your heartstrings? Those poor mothers have to go to the park in the afternoon, in the later afternoon hours. Oh, my heart. So sad. You don't know why that mom is there then. Maybe she prefers to go to the park at night because there's less people there. I don't know. Maybe the weather is nicer. Don't sit here and feel bad for somebody when you don't even know why they're doing that, dude. It could be anything. It's so obnoxious. It's so stupid. Also, have you guys noticed that like there is an 11-year gap in her timeline? 2011, 2012, 2012. 11 years go by and now suddenly she's super successful. Okay, are you going to tell us like how you got there? I mean, the 11 years is a pretty big gap. Right, during the hottest part of the day, right? Kid you not? Seriously. And yeah, how does she know what other people's schedules are? Her point is that if you're in network marketing and you're making money from your phone, from home, and you don't have to have an actual job, then you can go to the park like a normal person during the day. Normal people can go to the park during the night too, Jessie. Poor mother. That poor mother. Oh, for fart's sake. Come on.
don't you wish people saw you sometimes, like in a community of people? Maybe it's
Don't
not
you
even
wish your
about the
girlfriend was
money.
hot like me?
She had me messed up. And I left there.
She had you messed up. Yeah, it worked then. That's exactly what she was trying to do. And you gave into it. And you, Jessie, are the top 0.00001% of people that it worked for. It worked out in your favor. You're lucky. You're one of the lucky ones. Great job.
And I became a recruiter like that immediately. I started building the team instantly. First year in business, 2011, I became the top new recruiter in the entire company. That trophy is still somewhere around here from my very first company ever, 2011. And so you see 2011, it wasn't online. I didn't do stuff online, okay? The only things I had were an occasional Zoom online when Zoom was in its infancy, but this is what we did. We would go to people, we would have events at people's houses. We would rent rooms. I still remember the first time I took a check for $200 for a room, shaking in my hand at the Holiday Inn, giving the guy the check like, all right, this thing is gonna bounce tomorrow if this event doesn't go well, okay? And you can see the big 34 that's circled on that photo. We booked 34 events from that little recruiting event that we did that day, which...
What is she talking about? 34 is circled where? I mean, listen, I can't even read that. I don't know. Can any of us read that? I can't read that shit. Maybe if I zoomed in.
I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I know how to do it on in person too.
Like, I see like 2 paragraphs of shit that's been circled on that paper, you know? I don't see a 34.
And then look at 2012. This is your next assignment if you want to be a recruiter. I need you to start writing down things that make no sense. Did I weird some of you out? Some of you like, what a weirdo. Because look at this. I wrote this on January 1st, 2012. I wrote down, I am so excited. It's December 31st, 2012, and I am now a premier executive with my company. I love my team of 300 people, and I am excited to bring in an extra $100,000, the $1 million team. What? And look how I wrote down, write affirmations, not just a goal. Guys, this happened. I became top rank in the company. I became #1 rank in the company. I became the person people wanted me to go train their teams in 1 year. You have to start writing out enormous, nonsensical goals that people think are ridiculous. In this, I have a second office right here. My second office, I can pull it out. It's like in a very...
All right, guys, give me a not normal, nonsensical goal. I have a sticky note. I'm going to write it on the sticky note. Let's see. What's a good one? I want to... right. Be right back right now on things. I want to... I don't know. Like, I can think of a lot of things, but, like, none of them are actually possible. I just want to see if this works. Why do you need 2 offices? When you're Jessie Lee Ward, you need 2 offices, okay. Grow wings. Ooh, that's a good one. I want to... Okay. We'll see if it happens. I'm writing it down, and it makes no sense, and it's unachievable. I want to be the next Steve Jobs. I certainly don't. Jessie Lee is kind of on her way there, though. Eat the moon. Ooh, I want to smell the moon. That's it. I want to smell the moon. That's possible, right? All I have to do is get there. All right. Got my little sticky note. Time traveling. That's good. All right. I'm putting it on my computer monitor. I want to smell the moon. It is now officially manifested. It is absurd. And quite frankly, if anyone were to ever, like, legitimately offer me a spot on a rocket ship to go to the moon, I would probably wouldn't take it. What if we learned from the Titan submersible? Okay? Not me. Not me. I know Titan submersible went down. Rocket ship go up. Doesn't matter. Savannah, stay on the ground. Savannah, don't go into any of those places. But it's manifested, so we'll see.
Secret safe area. I have my first goal list from 2011, and every single thing came true on that list, and I lost that list. I wrote at the beginning of 2011, I lost the list, and when I found the list in 2013, every single thing on that list came true. So do it. Don't worry if people call you a witch. It works, okay? The next thing, 2023.
Most people in this call probably consider themselves a person of faith, and usually if you suggest that they are a witch, aka someone practicing witchcraft, they usually take pretty high offense to that in most cases. Not every case. Angela Faith Sumner, what's her name? That Monet witch lady. She loves Jesus. But her book of her religious book doesn't like witchcraft very much. So she's like, Jessie Lee is just like, don't worry if people call you a witch. It's like, but what if I go to hell? Know your audience, Jessie. Come on. I need to turn my light down. I'm getting, like, washed out because it's getting darker.
2012, through my consistency, I'm 14 months in business. My first check comes for $3,736.74. I had my mother take this photo because I couldn't believe it. An even crazier part of the story is when I had this check in my hand where I am a 23-year-old kid, which I look 50 in that photo, but don't worry about that, okay? Money helps you look younger, I guess.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm a 23-year-old kid making $4,000 a month and it was supposed to be a side hustle. And my mom said to me on that day, as soon as she took the photo, okay, but seriously, Jessie Lee, how long are you going to keep doing this for? And I was like, jeez, for 1 month. What are you talking about? I'm going to do this forever. And here I am 12 years later, forever. And then just to jump forward, you can see there's some photos of some flags in this picture. Isn't
it wild? Like, this picture of her, it just looks like a totally different person, doesn't it? Like, these are not the same people. It's wild because, like, she kind of has, like, a super square face. Like, she's got, like, wide jawbones, and nothing wrong with that. But, like, now, and I don't, at this point, I'm like, either, like, something's weird here, but she does not have those jawbones anymore. Or that jawbone. I guess it's all one bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, her facial structure, and it can't be from losing the amount of weight that she's lost. You know, that doesn't look like the same person. It's like totally different facial structure. It's weird.
Photo was actually taken last year, but 2023, I harnessed the power of social media the last, I would say, I don't know, guys, 11 years. Social media went freaking crazy. Didn't know that I was going to teach people how to build brands. Didn't know I was going to teach people how to market themselves. Didn't know I was going to learn how to make money on TikTok and Threads and Instagram and Facebook. I didn't know all this stuff. I didn't know about email marketing. I didn't know any of this.
Well, buccal, or whatever, how do you say it? Buccal fat removal is like on the inside of your cheeks. I'm talking about her jawbone. Like, it's like wide back here. Like, the buccal fat removal will make it look like your, like, cheekbones are more defined. Like, sinks in the side of your face, so you have more like a contour, which I don't know if we ever proved that she got that done. I thought she did, because she, whoa, I think are my headphones dying? No, they're not. I don't know. They just, like, cut out for a second. That was weird. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, she would have had to have it, like, shaved down, you know, to have the facial structure she has now. I don't know. Oh, her new teeth might have, well, can they really make that much of a difference, though? Yeah, she does have veneers.
Stuff. I didn't know I was going to know all this stuff. I just committed to it. I was super committed to it. And then boom, shakalaka, here we go, rock and roll. So we got to jump into some of this. Okay. So first of all,
we're more than halfway through this
intentionally on your
shit.
social media. Okay. If you are not already capitalizing intentionally on your social media, it's some easy stuff, my friends. It's like, does your social media reflect somebody who somebody would want to do business with? Some of you, I love you. You're on here. And I know for a fact your profile photo is something like a llama, a cat, a horse, a dog, a baby. I don't know, a motivational quote. Listen, I don't like talking to motivational quotes, and I don't like recruiting babies. That's weird, okay?
But if you could, you would, though, wouldn't you, Jessie? You would love to recruit a baby. You would recruit every baby if you could. I think the only thing that's stopping Jessie Lee Ward from recruiting babies is the fact that, like, it's in their policies and procedures that you have to be 18. Otherwise, these people would be recruiting babies. Capitalizing on social media, to me, oh, hi, Pippi. It's just, like, it's wild because it's, like, you're literally ruining your social media experience. Like, you are no longer connecting with, like, people in your life that actually matter to you. You're now, like, dumbing down, essentially, your or watering down, I guess, your presence, your real life, in order to attract people that you don't know, instead of working on the relationships of people who are already there. And some people, I guess, that works for them, but to me, I'm like, I care too much about people who I keep close to, like, dumb down my social media presence just to capitalize on it, off of it, I guess. Like, that's where the ruined relationships come in, and I'm like, that's not good advice. But, I mean, I guess if you don't care.
It makes me very uncomfortable. I want to see your face. Can you change your face? And can you have your face be the same face on all your social media platforms so there's congruency? Can you have your bios set up on all your social media so it's congruent on all platforms? And your bio needs to have it very clear what you do. Okay? Very clear what you do. So people know you're hiring. They know there's an
You don't hire a single goddamn person if you're in MLMs. You recruit. This whole thing is about recruiting. Literally, my best recruiting tips is what this says. And she's like, people need to know you're hiring. Call it recruiting, dude. You haven't been putting other labels on it this whole time up until now. Why are you starting now? You're not hiring. You're recruiting.
opportunity. See, a lot of you, your social media, part of the problem is that people don't even know that they can join you. You have a lot of people watching you and you don't even talk about, you can join me. You can do what I do. I help people build businesses from home. I help people build business online. Inquire within. DM me if you want to make money from home. Send me a text message. Send me a DM, not text message. Send me a DM if you are interested in making some extra cash from home. Like, how do they know? I think some of you think that you've got mind readers on your social media, because in 2015, I feel like people got so far away from the recruiting conversation. They were so spooked about it, for being super honest. Okay. That this, how many of you, look, we're not going to talk crap about our uplines. Okay. But how many of you have an upline that has told you to hide your company on everything you do? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me, don't lie to me. Yeah, like most of the people here probably. Yeah. You know that shit. That has always been weird to me too. And like another, just one of many red flags that it's just like, if you join a company and then your upline is telling you like, hey, by the way, like, don't tell people what company you work for. How is that not a red flag? Pippi, you want to say hi to people? Oh, look at her, she's so cute. Anyway, yeah, cat time over. Wild. Like, I mean, obviously, I understand as an outsider, that's just like, yeah, because if you, like, slide into my DMs trying to be my buddy or whatever, and I go to your profile and it says you're an Arbonne, national, whatever the fuck they call it, like, directors or whatever, I don't know, I'm gonna know exactly what your motive is. But if you're, like, just like if you look like a normal ass person, it's like, maybe I'm gonna be more willing to talk to you. But like, I think everyone knows so much about MLMs now and what company is and is not an MLM. And if you have it in your bio, it's just like, yeah, I actually don't really want to have anything to do with you. So a Pippi fan club. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, are you guys still talking about chinchillas? I love that there's like just a chat about chinchillas. I love it. Yeah, it like, from a marketing perspective, from a salesperson perspective, that none of that makes any sense. But like, I understand, like, from a social aspect, that's why they were saying not to do it. But like, how do you not see that as a red flag? When I joined Lime Life and even Gold Canyon, like, no one ever told me not to do that. So it's, I feel like maybe if they had, I would have been like, why? What am I trying to hide? It literally looks like you're trying to hide stuff.
Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Who's got an upline who's like, just, you know, like when you hold up the product, like the Starbucks cup that has water in it, cover it.
They still do that all the time.
Like, what is going on with this? This worked in 2015. It was this attraction marketing thing. But now what happens is, if I go to your page and I don't know anything about what you're doing, nothing about your company, I don't know that you're in business, it's a big problem. It's a big, huge, problem, because what happens is people go, I'm looking through photos, trying to like see who's clicking like on her stuff. And well, I'm lost in the sauce, man. You got to stop that. Okay. So
yeah, just let everyone know off the bat that you're a scammer, so that, like, we don't waste our time with you, please. Yeah. We're not about the fake friendships here. We don't like that. We're not into that shit. So if you could just go ahead and put that you're a unique babe in your bio, or that you love essential oils. If you could just go ahead and put that in there, so that right away we know not to interact. It's going to save both of us a lot of time and energy and heartbreak, really. If someone's looking for legitimate friends and someone to connect with, and you slide into their DMs pretending to just be a normal ass person when really you just want to sell them this shitty opportunity, yeah, just save it, sister.
Don't be so scared. Remember, goes back to belief. Don't be so scared. All right, you need to niche down. Now, what does this mean? Niching down just means you can't be for everybody. All right, for some of you, I'm too much. You're on this webinar right now and you're like, I'm just going to keep listening because I know she's the best at what she does, but she is scaring me. Okay? I'm not scary, man. I'm not going to bite you. All right, chill out. Chill.
Jessie Lee, this is not you being scary. We've seen you being scary, and it's not this. I think if anyone finds Jessie Lee scary at this point, it's like, just stay inside. Actually, probably stay off the internet. She's not being super scary right now. She can get super scary.
Out, man or woman, whoever's scared. I'm kidding. Okay? But I'm fully aware that if 10,800, whatever it was, people registered for this webinar, and 10, I can't see the number anymore, 4,000 some are here, and the Europeans will watch it, and the replay viewers will watch it. You don't all like me. Okay? Consume more of my content. You will. But you don't all...
Consume more of her content, but don't Google her, because then that's how she's making sure that you like continue to like her, is if you think that she's under attack all the time. That's why you're not allowed to Google her. No.
Like me right now. But I speak very specifically to my people. I'm not trying to make the whole world like me. No matter how nice you are, no matter how authentic you are, no matter how real you are, no matter how good of a human you are, you're going to have people who hate you. It's just how it is. Okay? So you need to find out and niche down, what's my brand? Who am I trying to attract? Who am I trying to speak to? Example, this webinar. Now, I do business coaching for all businesses. I do business coaching for brick and mortars, real estate people, whatever, you name it. I do it for everybody, including network marketers. This webinar was specifically marketed to whom? Network marketers.
Oh.
It was all for network marketers. I niched down for this, and because I niched down for it, in less than 5 days, over 10,000 people registered. I ran 0 ads. I did not harass any of you. I made like 3 posts about it.
Okay, but like your friends were making posts about it though. Like, I'm trying to, like, if I see in here where Brittany Anderson pops up, I'll let you know. But I remember seeing her in the chat. Like, your friends, like, oh, I didn't post any advertising. I made like 3 posts about it. Okay, the rest of your friends were like advertising it hardcore too though. So don't sit here and be like, oh, yeah, if I actually advertised it, there'd be 100,000 people here. Cause like that, so many people love me. No, Jessie, no.
Couple of stories and boom, we've got 10,000 people. That's niching down, okay? How many people do you think, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not pitching you on my company at all, in case anyone's a little bit like, is she gonna pitch me? No, not coming, okay? There's no pitch for my network marketing company coming at all at any point.
Okay, but like everyone knows what network marketing company you're in, because behind you, you have a bazillion trophies that have the Prove It logo on it. So like, please.
Okay, tip 3, look, how many of you, I wish I knew this. I wish people taught me about the concept of go for no.
Oh God.
The concept of go for no. I started realizing that every single yes was not that exciting if every single time I talked to a prospect, it was equally as effective. Here's what I mean by this. What I mean by that is if you knew that you were making $100 every time you close a promoter, and you talk, and it's 1 out of every 10 people. I'm not great at math, so we're going to use this example. 1 out of every 10 people is your average of people you close. Then instead of getting all excited about number 10 being the person that you close, oh, I made $100, you go, oh, you said no, Jennifer? Amazing, $10. Oh, Jeannie, you said no? Amazing, $10. Oh, Mindy, you said no? Amazing, $10.
I don't think that, what are you talking about? That's not how it works. I think, is she like suggesting that if you do close somebody, you're going to get $100? So if you're closing 1 in every 10, like just make it like, oh, let's split that $100 up between the 10 people, even the 9 who said no, or sorry, not $10, $100, whatever the fuck. Is that the whole thing here? Because that's not how it works.
Stephanie, $10. Lisa, $10. Brittany, $10. Alicia, $10. Mary, $10. Hold on. Sandy, $10. Nicole, $10. And Jackie, $10. Think about the mindset shift there. So I started realizing
that doesn't make sense. You're literally like shifting your mindset off of something that isn't real. That's not you're not really getting $10 every single time. And then in that case, are you like, you're literally suggesting that, hey, if I recruit people, I get money. Oh, but I thought you only made money off of selling the products. Oh.
Shift my posture when they tell me no, because no might mean no right now. No might mean I need more information. No might mean I need to talk to a partner. And if you think long-term in your business, which I've always thought long-term in my business, you're not in this hustle mentality of I got to close them right now. If I don't close them right now, then I've messed everything up. Every single no has led me to every single yes. And if I look at my business, my very first booking I ever had, still remember that first person, still remember my first recruit's name, still remember everything. Remember that that very first yes will spawn your entire business. That's how it works. Okay? You need to know the platforms you're posting on, and you got to do it frequently. Consistency is key. I have a concept of omnipresence. Write it down. Okay? If you didn't like me, I'm so sorry, because you still found this webinar, right? Y'all like me, though. How many of you liking this already? Who's liking this so far?
She thinks very highly of herself. I'll just put it that way. Like, wow. Isn't this so fun, guys? Don't you like my PowerPoint? Jessie, stop.
Like, I don't know. Give me like a heart in the chat or something if you're liking this.
Well, you know, like, a bunch of people were, in the chat when she was just talking about how many people do and do not like her or whatever. Everyone was like, we love you, Jessie. And I honestly think that that's why she does this. Like, this is precisely why she continues. She never actually quit with network marketing, because despite how much she talks shit about, like, us, about people who call her out for her bullshit, at the end of it, what's more validating for her are the people who are like, but we love you. And she's just like, oh, okay, well, if people love me, then I guess I gotta keep going with it, instead of, like, listening to the criticism of people who, I don't know, even if you don't think that we have any merit behind what we're saying, it's like, I don't know, listen, you know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting tired. How much of this is left? Oh my god, we still have so much more. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it through this.
Guys, the intentionality of my posting, my consistency,
is that a
the
word?
way I show up is because this is how you're going to recruit. Period. People know I'm in business all the time, everywhere, around the world, no matter what. On TikTok, they know. On my TikTok business page, they know. On my YouTube, they know. On my Facebook, they know. On my Instagram, they know. On Threads, they know. On my podcast, they know. In real life, they know. If you see my cars, they know. If you see anything of mine, you know. I'm that girl. I'm not even gonna say my company name on here, okay? I'm the girl that does that business. I'm that girl. And so I constantly am talking about what I do, who I do it with, and all the time. And I'm consistently showing up everywhere, because if I consistently show up everywhere, then even if you're not checking Instagram today, Instagram stories today, you're gonna check out, oh God, hold on, what's going on Facebook over here? Oh, there's Danielle right there. Okay, Danielle, okay. Right? They find you. There's nothing worse. Tell me I'm wrong. There's nothing worse than when
Amy, thank you for the
when you've been
super
talking
chat.
to somebody, but like you've been beating around the bush. You're not being direct enough, right? You're not being direct enough. And you find out that they sign up
Sorry about my
with
children.
a friend of yours or somebody in a different line of business. And it's even worse when they were your customers. And you're like, what the? Right? We're not cussing on this webinar, but you know, Phil.
There's so many people in the chat who are like, oh my god, yeah, I hate that. It happens all the time. I'm sorry. I just, like, if network marketing, if social media was the magical place that Jessie Lee always says that it is, or that any of these network marketers try to say that it is, it would be so fucking miserable. Like, these people think so highly of themselves. They're like, I have to post everywhere all the time because people care about what I have to say all the time about everything. People are looking forward to my social media posts, and it's like, you're selling ketones. No, they don't. Fuel up on positivity. Thank you. Since she blocked me, I can't find anything about her without giving y'all's views. Well, join the club. You've been officially initiated into the anti-MLM movement when you've been blocked by Jessie Lee Ward. So welcome to the club. And also, thank you for the $5 hairs. I appreciate it. Oh no, sounds like Jessie Lee Ward is speaking from her own experience right now. To be fair, I think every network marketer is speaking from their own experience, dude. They're just like, oh, you stole my prospect. It's like, okay, that's a person. You're turning that person into like materialism shit. Thank you again for the super chat. Like, this is materialism, and that's not a material, that's a person. So can we not, like, you stole my god, like, stop. Dude, stop. But yeah, yeah, she's definitely speaking from experience here. I just, like, the self-importance that these people have is just so wild to me. If I'm not posting, they won't find me, which I guess is true to an extent, but it's like, you don't need to be sitting here, like, spouting your shit all over social media all the time. Like, I can guarantee that 99% of your followers don't give a shit about the ketones you're selling. And then they don't give a shit about the weight you've lost because of your beach body shit. I don't know. Like, people don't care about that. It's impersonal. Like, they don't care. Stop acting like they care.
On the explicit. Did you ever think that maybe they didn't know you were still in business? Maybe they had no idea. Maybe you never asked. Write it down. Ask the question. Are you looking for a business opportunity? Hey, I know you're usually interested in good deals. Would you be interested in making a little bit of extra money from home if I had something? If not, no problem. Right? Are you having these conversations? Are you open to making more money from home? If not, no problem. Ask the questions. If you never ask, the answer is always no. Now, calls to action, every post. If you look at any post of mine ever, check my social media. Everything is a call to action.
DM me for
and
details?
the reason there's calls to actions on everything is because even if it's just, all right, watch, hold on. Let's prove it. How many of you?
She said she wasn't going to say the name of her company on this live stream. She just said, prove it. No, it's just me being stupid. I realized that that's not what she said. But it is kind of what she said.
Have commented on something of mine and you've been shocked that you've seen me comment back? Or how many of you have followed me somewhere and you've gotten a message in the DM? Or how many of you, when you've DM'd me, have gotten a DM back?
That's a lot of people. It's almost like every person in this chat knows who she is. It's almost like every single person here follows Jessie Lee Ward. But wait, I thought there were so many people on here who didn't know who she was. I don't think any of us can be shocked at this point that, like, if Jessie Lee ever comments back to anyone. Because she comments back to us, and she doesn't like us. She's left a comment on the very first YouTube video I made that was featuring her. Oh my god, Lynette, thank you for the super sticker. It's so cute. It's a happy little hippo. Victory. Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate it so much. But so... she commented on the very first video I made that featured her on my channel. She commented on it. So, like, if she'll talk to us, I don't think it's that, like, all these people are so excited. Like, you noticed me, Jessie. Yes, it was me. All these people flooding the chat. I've talked to you before. This is the kind of stuff that's fueling her ego. It's the same reason as what I was talking about before. Like, this is what keeps her going. Because even if people are criticizing her over here on YouTube, she still is going to keep going with it because she has this, like, wild group of followers that, like, just hang on her every word. Oh, I'm already on the desktop. Okay. Sorry. That was just me thinking out loud.
Oh, well, this is the relationship building, okay? I love, like, noticing all of your names and being like, that's my person. Let's go.
Look at all these people.
Now, here's the cool thing about me. I don't consume any of your social media, just so you know.
Oh, so you're not building relationships. You're building, like, parasocial relationships is what it is. But you don't actually care about these people. You don't actually have a relationship with any of these people. She literally just admitted, oh, I don't actually, like, consume any of the shit. I tell you guys to, like, make all this content and stuff, but, like, I don't actually, like, go and look at it. Because I don't care. I'm Jessie Lee Ward, and I don't care. You guys don't make that interesting of content anyway. You know? I mean, like, I want to be like, wow, what a dick thing to say, but, like, I mean, she's probably right. I guess it'd be, like, unrealistic expectations to be like, oh, I talked to Jessie Lee in DMs one time, and now we're friends, and she consumes all my content. Like, I guess, I don't know, it's just the very, like, look at how much better I am than you shit that is coming out of her mouth right now. I'm just like, what?
I don't consume, I only create. My time on social media is spent creating and talking back to you.
DZ.
Those
Hi,
are the times.
DZ, thank you for the super chat. And also, I'm looking, okay, because you always notice things like from a graphic design standpoint, and I'm like, are things like off-centered? What's going on here? What do you not like about it? Is it the brown, the poop brown text? Tell us, DC. And honestly, come on, Jessie Lee probably made this PowerPoint. Like, come on. I think she did, because she had a lot of, like, personal slides before this. But thank you for being here, friend. I appreciate it.
That I spend on social media. Huge tip.
Oh, yeah.
Huge tip. If you want to make money, stop seeing what everybody else is doing. Create and respond. Okay? The reason I put calls to action, like drop a heart. Like if this resonates with you, put a yes below or whatever. Okay? I do that because that is what we call an olive branch.
I thought an olive branch was like when you, like an extending, like almost like an apology and being like, hey, like you and I don't like each other, but like here's a token of, I don't know, good vibes or whatever. Like you have to have like some kind of dispute or bad feelings between the parties when you offer an olive branch, right? Am I thinking about something else? I feel like that's what it is. Know what I'm saying? Carissa. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Carissa probably made it. You right.
That's an olive branch. If somebody is commenting on your stuff,
it's like
them
peace,
saying,
right?
I'm
like,
comfortable enough letting you...
Like an olive branch is like offering peace between parties, right? Okay, here we go, DZ. The range of type, the lack of visibility with the orange boxes and the white text, not having a fucking brand standard. All of the text within the boxes are not lined up. Oh, God. You're right. Ah! Oh my God, it's so bad now that you said that last part. Oh, I can't unsee it. It's hurting my head to look at it. Holy mackerel. Wow. And it's just so wild to me too, because like, as a content creator, like, and listen, like, what the fuck, chat? Where'd you go? Okay, sorry. I don't know what's going on. While I definitely don't have the time to like go and watch all of my friends' content and stuff, I still, like, consume some of it because, like, I'm supportive of my friends, right? Like, and not only that, but, like, I surround myself with people who, like, I like their content. So, yeah, it's like, she's basically like, if you want to be successful, like, you're not allowed to support other people's content. When she's surrounding herself with people who think that they're influencers, so therefore they're always creating content, but she's basically like, you don't have time to support your friends. And to me, I'm like, well, you're kind of a shitty friend then. Like, yeah, I don't watch every single video that Erin posts. Like, I'm not in every single live chat all the time. Like, I don't watch every single video Chelsea posts or every single video that DC posts. Like, I don't have the time in the day to do that. But, like, I'm not, like, actively avoiding that. And the same thing, like, they don't watch all my videos, I'm sure. So it's like, that's not a transactional part of a relationship, of my relationship with them. It's like, yeah, if I'm not gonna actively like try not to watch your stuff because I'm too busy trying to be successful, you know? I hope you guys see what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like it's a really shitty thing to say if you have actual relationships with people. Now, we know that these relationships that Jessie Lee Ward is talking about here, they're not real relationships. She's calling this relationship building, but there's not actually a relationship here because she's like, no, guys, I don't ever look at any of your social medias. Okay, so then you don't have a relationship, dude. I'm sorry. Cat earphones? Hell yeah. Exactly, DC. Like, what? You have a life? What? But, right, but, like, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, yeah, we all don't sit here and, like, constantly just eat up each other's content all the time, but, like, we still... I mean, I can speak, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I still watch your guys' stuff when I can. I'm not actively trying not to. Like, she's suggesting, like, no, you can't be successful if you're looking at other people's stuff. Like, I hope you guys see what I'm saying. You don't support your friends, but your friends must support you. Exactly, Alexis. Yes. It's supposed to be one-sided. Yup. Cat ears, hell yeah. I got these on Amazon. And these aren't, like, the cute ones I wanted, but the cute ones I wanted, like, the shipping would have taken too long. So, I just got these instead. I mean, not that these aren't cute, but, yeah. They're not the ones I wanted. There's a whole market for headphone attachments. Not just cat ears. There's, like, Shrek ears and stuff. Demon horns, devil horns, like the little ram horns that, like, go off the side. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there.
Know that I look at your content and I want to have a conversation with you. That is not a cold market. That is a warm market. That is a warm lead. That is somebody you should start building a relationship with. And if you like them, you should do business with them. Because here's the thing. I like talking to you guys in the DMs and talking to you in the comments because I only do business with people I like. Okay? If we're having a conversation, I go, nah, I don't know about this Debbie lady.
Nah.
Kidding, okay? All right? Then I'm going to start backing off of the conversation a little bit. Like, yeah, I don't know about this. Long-term vision. You're not worried about who am I getting in today. You're not so worried.
All of these people are, though, Jessie. It's easy for you to say when you've recruited 12,000 people, allegedly, is what she said. She's personally recruited 12,000 people in the however many years she's been doing this. That's what she says. Most people cannot say that. Most people can't even recruit one. So if one person is like, yeah, I'm interested, they're not going to be picky. They're going to take that person. They're going to say anything they can to recruit that person, whether they like them or not. When you're Jessie Lee Ward, yeah, sure, I guess you can be selective, but like most of these people cannot do that.
Okay. And look, this is important stuff. You have to help people win in your business. Your belief cannot shake, right? You need to have people set up for some kind of success. You need to have some kind of
AJ,
something.
thank you for the super chat. I send you memes on Insta a lot. That means we're besties, right? Lol. How deluded to think a DM would mean friendship. DC, thank you also. Is poop color for her main text her brand standard because of coffee enemas? DC, you naughty squirrel. Also, yes. AJ, yeah, no, I appreciate you too. A lot, to be fair, like, a lot of people, my brand is, the influencer you guys can always send cats to. And that's basically, that's like when I start getting behind on DMs, it's because it's full of cats. I have a lot of threads of people sending me memes and cats, and that's the life I've built and manifested for myself, and I wouldn't have it any other way. All of that is to say, please keep sending me memes and cats. Thank you.
To plug people into. You need to help people, give them some scripts, maybe, right? You need to give them the scripts that I just gave you. I think you guys are going to get emailed the replay, I think. So I see the, oh my gosh, I'm writing so fast. I can't. It's okay. I think you're going to get a replay, all right? You want to help people. You want to show them that you are there for them. My concept of this is very much so, I got the idea, kind of sounds weird, but from a 12-step program. Meaning there's a, not like the whole program, okay? But there's a difference between a sponsor and a recruiter. You can recruit a bunch of people, but are you sponsoring them? Because there's a really big difference, right? I have a lot of people who have been affected by addiction in my life. I don't know if anybody can relate to this, okay? There's the difference between the sponsor who reaches out.
What does this have to do with recruiting people to an MLM? What does addiction have to do with any of this?
There's a sponsor reaches out. A sponsor goes step by step. A sponsor makes the phone calls, makes the text messages. A sponsor makes somebody make sure that they are seen and heard. You can recruit anybody. There's a difference. If you want to have a big flipping business, sell almost $1 billion with a B dollars in sales over your next 10 years, like we've done, I need you to go ahead and make sure you're actually seeing and hearing people. And here's the crazy.
That billion in sales is probably most likely not to outside customers. Most of it's probably been within her organization. I guarantee it.
Crazy thing. You do it with one person, just one. They talk about it. Right? So I have a lot of people who have joined me because they've seen the way that I communicate with my sponsored promoters. They see that there's an actual relationship. So sponsor Don't just recruit.
Are you really gonna, wow, I just snorted. Are you really gonna tell us, Jessie, that all 12,000 people that you've ever recruited personally, that you consider that you have a personal relationship with them? Doubt it. Freaking doubt it. I guarantee that most of those people you don't talk to anymore because most of them would probably quit, let's be honest.
Okay, we got it. Makes sense. All right, here we go. Look at this.
Oh boy.
Everything I say works. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care where in the world you live. Read. We've got Germany in the house. Incredibly grateful to learn from Jessie Ward. Discovering online recruiting has been a game changer for me.
All of these,
Gone are the
Jessie.
days of spending countless hours talking on the phone or going
we
on coffee
can read,
dates.
Jessie.
Now I efficiently manage my social media accounts with a clear strategy. Morgan from America. You can read, right? Roberto from Mexico.
We can.
Kelsey from America. Megan. You can see this. The relationships, the attracting people, the showing people how to give value, using live video, unmatched energy, who I'm looking for, how to speak their language. Is this stuff that you guys are looking for? Just curious in your business. Are these some gaps you think you might have? Just really, yes. These are some gaps you have in your business right now.
It is pretty bad.
Yes.
The spacing between the text here and then here, like what? Move this closer, dude. Also, what? Why does this guy have a floating head above his head? The text here is like falling out of the. Like, what? You have all this room over here. Why is it formatted this way? I'm with you, DC. Yeah, like, what? Why wouldn't you make this font smaller? You did it over here. Why not make it smaller so it'll all fit in there? What are you doing? DC, not this slide. I am crying. Thank you for the super chat, friend. But yeah, this one is bad. Like, as someone who's not a graphic designer at all, I can absolutely agree. This one's bad. And yeah, also, why is Andreas from Germany so much bigger than everyone else? Is he the most important testimonial? Yo.
Did everything I say, even not in too much detail so far, give you an idea of, wait a minute.
One extra head to shove completely up his own ass.
She's gone through what I've gone through. She knows how to fix my recruiting problems.
She's lived in a basement like me.
You can say no if the answer is no. It's okay. But I'm guessing yes. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Because here's the thing. I need you to know something. And then I'm going to take some questions. You are so much more like me and me like you than you realize.
Don't say that.
I gotta get off
Oh,
the screen.
Jessie, don't say that.
Faces. I just said I gotta look at your faces and I can't see your faces. Whatever. I gotta look at your faces and you're not even, I can't see your face. I hate looking at myself on here. I was that really super scared girl in 2011. I didn't want this to be a full-time thing. I thought I had a career honestly, in marketing, right? I didn't think this was going to be me. And I was scared. And then I didn't know what I was doing. And I screwed everything up. And I wasn't recruiting thousands of people a year at first. No, guys, it was a step-by-step and nobody was guiding me. I did not have a coach showing me how to recruit. I wish I did. I wish I had somebody who said play by play, say this, get that, say this, get that, say this, get that. I wish I had the scripts.
That thing doesn't exist.
And I wish I had the images I needed. And I wish I understood calls to action. And I wish I understood how any of this stuff worked. But I was flipping lost, just like some of you are. And I didn't have strong belief in my company or the profession because I hardly had the belief in myself. I felt like, why would anybody join me when there's people down the street, literally, making over 100,000 years doing this and then $1 million a year doing this? Why would anybody pick me when they could
literally down the street? So like, you're suggesting that the market is saturated then? If your freaking neighbors are in the same company as you, literally down the street? That sounds like a company you shouldn't join. If it's that saturated.
pick her? So I've been there. And that's why I know this stuff works. I know I can lead you. I know I can lead any of you to do it. I've done it with thousands and thousands of people before you, right? This is not that difficult for me, right? To teach you and show you how to do it. So like, what would it feel like? I want to know in the chat and I want to take some questions. What would it feel like to you if you were consistently recruiting? Like, how would that emotionally feel? And remember, I want you to do all those assignments I gave you already.
I'd
but
feel
emotionally,
like a terrible
how would it feel
person.
if consistently you had 1 recruit a month, 2 recruits a month? 5 recruits a month, 10 recruits a month. I don't know.
DC just said she has said that she believed in herself from the beginning on her podcast. Erin, thank you for joining. Thank you very much. Yeah, good point, DC. Because, yeah, I feel like I've heard her say that, too. You have to believe in yourself all the time. And then now, like, contradicting herself. No, actually, the first few years, I didn't believe in myself. It's okay, what is it? She changes the story to fit whatever it is she's talking about at the time.
Do you need to go to that place? I can't even read the chat. It's so fast. Amazing. You guys are incredible. Right? Like, I need you to understand that all of this is completely possible for you. If I was this little girl from small town, Middletown, Maryland, who pressed yes, submit on a business pack, just like every single one of you.
She's wearing a Louis Vuitton shirt, and Quinlan looked it up and found that it's $1,200 for that t-shirt, assuming it's a real t-shirt and not a knockoff. But knowing Jessie Lee, she's bougie as fuck, so it's probably real. $1,200. And right as we noticed that, she was talking about how she lives below her means. Like, I don't think that a $1,200 t-shirt is necessary, but okay.
And it's turned into this, then I can tell you right now, this stuff works. Now, thank you for typing questions in the chat the whole time, because we've collected and aggregated your questions. So I'm gonna answer some questions for you, if that's okay. You guys okay with that? I like question and answer. You guys like question and answer a little bit? Yes? I do too. Okay, so I just wanted to say that, because if you're worried that maybe something I say is a little too advanced for you, or not advanced enough for you, I wanted to keep this something where everybody could be on here. All thousands and thousands of you could be on here, and you could feel like, yeah, I can do it too. Okay? This doesn't have to be a conversation that's a $10,000 a month conversation. You'll get to that, right? I just wanted you to feel seen, because I know what it's like to be scared, just like all of you. Okay? All right, so here's some questions. Let me scroll up. We have a lot of questions. Amazing.
Ooh, look at, there was one here. Oh, okay. How do I overcome an unsupportive spouse? So instead of, like, even, like, trying to compromise with your spouse, like, that is your significant other. That is probably one of, if not the top people in your lives. And you're like, how do I overcome this? So literally, like, you guys have probably talked about this. He probably is like, you're not making any money and we're in debt. Please stop this nonsense, please. Like, I want to be supportive of you, but this is not working. So instead of, like, compromising or talking it out, or even listening to your spouse's wishes, not to say that everything your spouse says you have to do, like, you have to submit. No. But, like, there's probably valid reasons why your spouse is unsupportive. And instead you're going on a fucking free webinar with Jessie Lee Ward and being like, how do I keep doing the thing that my husband doesn't want me to do? How do I keep doing that anyway? I don't know. That just... First of all, she's not the person who should be giving you that advice at all. Like, please. There's many, many reasons why we shouldn't be taking relationship advice from Jessie Lee Ward. But second of all, like, that sounds like you have an unsupportive marriage between the two of you. Maybe you need to look in the mirror and also, I don't know, go to therapy. Get some help. Holy shit.
Okay, so, all right, so this is a really good question. So, well, there's a lot of really good questions on here. So there's several questions in here about the imposter syndrome. So I want to actually challenge you on this for a second here. Imposter syndrome for me is fake in a way, because I get it, you're nervous. Of course you are. We all are. However, I want to challenge you and ask you if you can flip the script a little bit in your mind of maybe you're not so scared of that. Maybe that's energetically exactly where you know you're supposed to go. Does that make sense? I was really scared to start my coaching program. I'm not going to put you on my coaching program tonight, by the way. Okay. You're like, what?
You pretty much already have.
You can join if you want to. If you don't.
She put testimonials in that slideshow, but she's not trying to pitch you. She's not trying to sell you her coaching. Then what was the point of the testimonials? Don't lie, Jessie. We know what you're here for.
You're silly, but that's okay. We're not pitching you on this. Promise. I was terrified that if I pitched a coaching program, that I would have nobody want to join. Maybe not nobody, but I thought it was going to be like 1, 2 people, maybe not 2, but like 20. Okay. I didn't think it was going to be over 2,000. I didn't think we were going to be across the globe, 50, 60 countries of people. I didn't know about that. I was going to throw up. I didn't know how to. Here's the thing. Those of you who are scared of recruiting, I didn't know how to build a website. I didn't know how to build a commission program for my sales team. I didn't know how to hire the right people for this. I didn't know how to have staff who helps run the Facebook groups. I didn't know how to do any of it. Don't worry so much about how you do those things. Just to commit to where you're going. And remember, you don't need to be an imposter, okay? Because you're not an imposter. You're just learning. And learning is the key to success in life. I promise you. All right. Let's see. What about multiple MLMs? Do you believe in recruiting for more than one company? Not a fan. Okay. Now here's the thing. It's up to you. If you want to be super part-time and you just have a company that you want to have a discount for, great. Promoting more than one? No.
I mean, most MLMs have it in their policies and procedures that you can't do that. Like, they'll like straight up terminate you if you try to do that. A lot of MLMs anyway. Not all of them. There are plenty of people who are in multiple MLMs and aren't getting terminated left and right. But even some of them are just like, you have to be, like, once you hit a certain rank with our company, then it's exclusive with us. Some of them are like, no, not at all. So, yeah. Most of the time, you can't even do that.
I don't know any leaders in any companies that are anywhere making any sizable amount of money. Let's call it $10,000, $5,000 even dollars a month or more.
Awesome, Cal. Thank you for renewing your membership.
Different things. Okay, so stick with one thing. I'm gonna stick by your side. Okay, stick by your side.
Why did you
All
say
right,
it like
and then
that?
move out from that. That is definitely the plan. Just focus on the one thing, then you can move from that. Okay. I do not believe in recruiting for more than one company. I can hardly keep up with all the promos my company is doing. I can't imagine trying to keep like 2 things, 3 things, 7 things straight. That is just a difficult conversation.
Someone in the chat is like, I love your gangsta voice. Right here. Is that what that was? When she was like, you stick by your side. That's her gangster voice? Can't ride 2 horses with one ass. What? What does that mean, Danielle Baker? What the fuck? That is so weird.
Okay. Do I have a podcast where we can also look for more tips? Sure. It's just the People's Mentor podcast. You can Google it everywhere. You could also just Google Jessie Lee podcast. It's also in the links in my bio. You can check that out too. So how do you not consume other social media? I don't even, guys, this is so important. This is not a recruiting question really, but kind of is. I have a really good recruiting tip actually for, not today because we're going to run out of time, but I do have an Instagram thing that I do for recruiting. But I will tell you, if I click like on your stuff, I just want you to know it was intentional. I intentionally.
Yeah, most of the time. That I think that is true for everybody who's ever liked anything. Now, sometimes there could be a little slip of a hand. Okay, sometimes. But, I mean, especially Jessie Lee, like, she would never unintentionally like something, you know?
Went to your page. I intentionally showed up and watched your story. I intentionally did this, okay?
She did just get done saying, though, that, like, oh, if we are, like, talking in DMs and stuff, I'm not looking at your social media. But now she's like, I intentionally go to people's social media and will like it. This makes no sense.
So those of you, like, how do you do this with 4 coffee enemas? That's exactly when I do social
Tish,
media.
that's exactly what I was
when
thinking,
I follow
too.
up, is when I'm sitting there and I have
that the podcast thing was planted. It was probably asked by Courtney or Brittany.
time to do multiple things. I'm really good at making smart amount of time, okay? All right, what is this? Where do you find quality people, or do you let them come to you? A lot of this is how you present yourself, okay? If you want more people who want to do more, look at your profiles. And if you're like, nah, my profile's great. I don't know what that accent was. Ask your friends.
I think we all know what that accent was, Jessie. I think we all know what you were trying to do with that one. You don't have to play dumb. You do that all the time. Like, you do the black scent thing all the time. That's exactly what that was.
Ask your mentors. Ask your coaches. Ask your business partners. Say, hey, look at my page. Would you join me? Huge recruiting tip. Holy smokes. Please do this. Okay. Would you join me?
Right.
And
So
if
fake
people
it
are
till
like,
you make it.
girl, listen, we need to brush your hair. girl, boy, listen. You need to not be wearing no dang on clothes in all your photos. Why you got your shirt off and everything? Why you on the beach all the time, bro? There's men on here too, so I want to make something relatable, right? Or a beard down to here, unless you're selling beard oil or something like that, bro. All right, like, you need to be someone that people go, wow. And I'm not saying fake it, not at all. If you look at my stuff, I don't show flashy stuff. I don't know the last time my Lamborghini was on my Instagram page.
But you're totally fine with just dropping in here and telling everyone that you do in fact have a Lambo, huh? Say car. Like, if you're not bragging about it, say car. Like, or cars. We know you have multiple cars. But no, she had to specify, I don't post my Lamborghini. Ugh. Like, she's just so, like, we see right through this shit. I mean, you're not fooling any of us, dude, Jessie. We know exactly what you're doing.
Don't care about it, right? I should show you probably a tour of the penthouse. It's pretty cool, whatever. Okay, it's like, I'm saying, do I look professional? Do I speak professionally? Do I write captions where, please write this down, this is such a good recruiting tip, where people can learn something from you, value from you, because people want to do business with people. They go, I can learn something from Jessica. I can learn something from Samantha. Heather can teach me something. I want to do business with Heather. I want to do business with Heather. Darlene looks like she knows where she's going. I'm going with Darlene. This is how they make this decision.
Okay, but like most of these people on social media are faking it till they make it. Like, they're not real, but they look like they're going somewhere. Well, really, no, they're just as lost and confused as everyone else.
So I know some of you like to put your booties out on the internet. Do you know business people? They're not looking for booties unless they're in the business of selling G-strings or something, okay? And I don't know the G-string MLM, all right?
Isn't that pure romance? Or fucking Ruby Ribbon? Wait, that's the one that's called Ruby Ribbon? I mean, listen, they sell like bras and stuff, but they all don't act like pure romance has never sold underwear.
So, like, think about this. You want business owners? A business owner is not looking for you in spandex. Unless you're in a fitness one. If some of you sell spandex, then hell yeah, they are. Some of you sell gym stuff, then yes, they are. But for those of you who are like, I'm a professional businessman, I'm a professional businesswoman, show me.
Sarah, Jesus Christ.
And it doesn't cost money to show me that. These are real diamonds, but for all you know, they could be cubic zirconia. Please don't come after me with a machete and chop my ear off, okay? Thank you.
Those are some big ass diamonds, and again, here you are bragging about your material things, but then at the same time being like, oh, I don't brag about the things I have. Yeah, you do. You're doing it right now on a webinar. You're not even on social media. You're just up here bragging for like no discernible reason other than to brag.
All right. Thanks so much. All right. Let's jump back into this really fast. All right. All right. So I'm super excited about this because there were 4,000 questions. I'm very sorry. We didn't have time for all of them.
Oh, dude, DC, you're totally right. Jessie Lee used to stream her crotch shots all the time when she went live for years and years and years. Yeah, that was the first video that I ever reacted to something of Jessie Lee. It's just like, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Crotch shot. You could see more of her crotch than you could of the rest of her, dude. The way the camera was angled, it was just like camel toe city, baby. But that's not her anymore. She's more professional than that now, right?
However, I'm excited about this. How many of you learned something today that you weren't expecting to learn? Anyone learn something? All right, listen. Clearly, we need more than an hour. Do you agree we need more than an hour? Yes? I think we need more than an hour. So,
what is this picture of her? This is super weird. Is she raising her hand? Is she waving? She's trying, like, she looks like she's raising her hand. Like, she's waiting to be called on by Eric Worre or something. But at the same time, she's trying to sell a recruiting boot camp. I think she says it's like $30 or something like that. Or there's VIP for 90. I don't remember. Well, she'll say it in a second, but yeah, no, she also was just like talking about a few minutes ago, I'm not going to try to pitch you my training or anything this time. But here she is. She's doing it.
I'm about to do a 5-day recruiting challenge. And you're the first people I want to invite to this. I'm going to be breaking down all of those topics that I just said every single day to give you the exact blueprint, but it's not just me. Check this out. So all your specific barriers, and look at this, 5 days straight, plus a VIP bonus where it's only question and answer for an entire half hour to hour. If you know me, when I say a half hour, it's usually an hour. Okay. Where you can ask your exact questions, also get a free workbook. Okay. And we will have all of this inside of a community with extra resources.
Wow.
Does that sound like something that are you kidding me? Like, please, dear. Yes. But I'm not done. But wait, I have several special guests training with me. I will be training every single day for you. I also have Fraser Brooks coming. So we have celebrity guest Fraser Brooks coming as well to train you on recruiting too.
Oh,
and he
Christmas.
is like so excited about it. He's seen all of this. We put this together. We put this together, and we want to be the first ones to invite you to Jessie Lee's 5-day recruiting boot camp challenge. We all love Fraser, but I also have other people who have recruited thousands of people who are coming on. Some of those people you just saw, Andreas from Germany is going to come on and train you on his systems, exactly how he finds the people on social media. Roberto's going to come on and talk about the exact tactics he's used to attract all the right people. Kelsey Ray is going to come on and show you how she utilized social media, specifically TikTok, especially to find all the right people, close all the right people, use all the right scripts. Megan George is going to come on, thousands of recruits, millions of dollars in sales, and show you all the same stuff too. And so is Jamie Lynn Wright Hankins. It's going to be ridiculous. This is going to be very next level. So look. Here, my thing is ugly. I'm sorry. So we're going to put the link.
She admits it, DC. What is this? Why are there 2 of them there? What is that blue dot there for? Why is there font here that's peeking out? What's going on? Wow, this challenge will be powered by Zoom sessions. Wow.
A million times in the chat for you.
Yeah,
if you'd
this
like
one's
to.
really
But
bad.
here's how this is going to work. I'm inviting you officially to join me in the 5-day recruiting boot camp challenge. Guys, it's $17. Just so you know.
17. I overshot
It's only
it.
$17 for 5 days. Okay, I wanted this to be
5 days, but she said they were 30 minutes. So 5 days, and it's during the week in the middle of the day when most of these people have 9 to 5s and they'll be working. Is there gonna be? Excuse me, Jessie Lee. Are there gonna be replays for this? Quite frankly, I would pay $17 to get replays of this. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking try to record all of these, but send me replays, This person out here, Angel Rose, what? She's confused, Jessie. Come on. Yeah, it'd be a tax write-off for me. Maybe I should.
insanely affordable. I wanted every single person to go, what? $17. I swear to you. You can also get a workbook if you're somebody who wants all of the
all of these chats are like, whoa, like mind blown emojis. Wow, that's amazing. You're on a free webinar right now.
Actually, workbook comes for free with VIP. If you want my free scripts for closing people, just right now, you want to be 5 minutes from signing up. You want to have my recruiting closing scripts. And I think some other PDF for free also is going to go out. And here's when this is happening. Yes, you will get replays. Yes, you can watch as many times as you want to until it shuts off, which I think will be 2 weeks later or something like that. But yes, there will be replays. You can watch it on your own time. It is not $597 in shipping. No, I love that. That's so funny. I love that. But it's going to start on Monday, July 31st. I specifically chose it at times that are going to be great for all of you because I wanted it to be 1 p.m.
How do you know what other people's schedules are? You're all going to be free in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, every single day for a whole week, right? This will be great for you. It'll be fine. What, are you expecting people to take off work for this? Like, yo.
So that the Europeans who will wake up and watch the replay of this can check it out live because I want VIP, which is going to be later in the afternoon, obviously.
Dude, hell yeah, DC. I'll absolutely send you money. if you want to cover this together, well, yeah, because I was just thinking too. I mean, as long as we get replays, then hell yeah. But like, this is the week that Sparrow starts school, so I have to like pick her up. Like, it's bad timing. Listen, Jessie, I work from home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and this is bad timing for me. Like, come on. Haley, thank you for joining. Yeah, hell yeah. So I'll try to remember to get your Venmo or Cash App or something after this, and I'll contribute moolah for the greater good.
Then to be something where if you wanted to have question and answers, you wanted all of your stuff answered, you want the free workbook, you want the free scripts, you want all this stuff right now. I wanted it to be something where you go, I relate to her, she knows what she's doing, she's shown me the way, etc. And then I really truly believe that I have a couple of questions that I need to follow up on. Ooh, did I do that? What the heck was that? I don't even know how. I don't even know how. Did I do that? I don't know. Anyway,
The hell was that?
I just sprayed confetti on you guys. My bad. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so the confetti is for all of you. But this is going to happen the 31st through the 4th. VIP sessions after, and it's going to be really exciting. So let me see if there's any questions.
Join me in the. Join me in the. I just realized it is zoomed in a little bit. So, like, at least there's that, if that makes anyone feel any better. But to me, it doesn't make it any better. So, join me in the... Will you please join me in the...
Questions in here really fast. Once you sign up, brag. Put a yes in the chat if you grabbed yours already, and then I'll give you some shout outs. Christina Ortiz is in. And no, if you buy VIP, you will not miss out on anything. Nope, you'll still get everything. Don't worry, Pamela. Kathy's registered, Lisa's registered, Crystal's registered, Tracy's registered. Oh, and there's prizes. Okay, I forgot. There's prizes. There's going to be, my bad, I wrote it down too. VIP is $97, by the way, if you do it today. If you do it before the challenge starts, then it's going to go up to $137, I believe. So
Fucking
97
no.
for VIP.
Absolutely
so the prizes,
not.
we're giving away an iMac. I don't know who we is. I'm giving away an iMac, a MacBook Aura rings, Louis Vuitton bags, and AirPods.
Dude, DC, how are we gonna split this if we win? We could do a giveaway. That'd be fun.
AirPods will be given away during the challenge as well, so you can just follow that link.
But it's probably like, if you can prove to me that you recruited 5 people onto your team, then you get entered into the drawing or something like that, which obviously we couldn't do unless we turn our subscriber count into recruitment count. Then maybe we'd qualify.
Super easy. Christy's in, Debbie's in, Angela's in, everyone. Oh, this is amazing. Melody's in, everyone's in. So, and we will remind you about everything. Okay, I promise. The VIP. So when you click on it, the VIP it'll be the next page. So I checked it out before this.
Haley, sorry for I always get this question, but so for some reason YouTube, like in Discord, sometimes you have to wait like an hour for it to, like, the server has to refresh, and then Discord will recognize that you have a YouTube account that's connected to a membership or something like that. So give it an hour and try again. Go and if you need help, just Google how to connect Discord to my YouTube account or something like that. How to connect Discord to YouTube, and there's plenty of resources to teach you how to do it. But sometimes, and most times, really, you have to wait. You can't, like, join right away. Like, you have to wait for the YouTube servers or the Discord servers to, like, refresh and reconnect. I don't know. It's redonkulous. But if it doesn't work for you, even after, if you try it again tomorrow or something and it still doesn't work, send me a DM on Instagram, and I can generate a special link for you. The problem with that is then after you click that, you still won't be able to see it. I have to then go in and manually give you permissions to see the Discord server. It's a whole mess. It's much easier if you can find the solution to get it automated yourself. But yes,
because I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm very bad with technology, so I saw that too. But as soon as you click through, it'll take you to a page right after for VIP. So I'll let you do that. So Natasha's in, Erica's in, Midwestern family's in, Allison's in, Nancy's in, Mel's in, Ashley's in, Michelle's in. Oh, y'all are all in. Holy smokes. I'm really excited. And I've never done anything like this. So I'm super excited for all of us.
Dude, the $17, also, it says July 17th on all of these? Why? I think she must have, like, whoever made this PowerPoint, or I think we're assuming Carissa, must have made it on July 17th so that the emoji, like, said July 17th. Why would you use a calendar? Use any other emoji. Any other emoji would have worked here. Wow. I forgot what I was just... Oh, that's what I was going to say. That $17 that these people are dishing out for this new recruitment boot camp or whatever... Dude, $17, they're lucky to make that in a year in their MLM. That's like... That's probably still... Like, that ticket to this little webinar thing is probably setting them back into the red. So, anyway. You bought it, DC? Okay. Can you send me a message on Instagram with your Cash App or Venmo or PayPal or whatever, however you want me to send you funds, because I will do that when I get off here. But if you don't message me, I will most likely forget. So send me a message. Love that for us.
To be part of this, I truly, truly believe that
I'm gonna put it on my
just like
calendar
every
right
single
now,
one
so
of
I
you.
don't forget.
For every single one of you. I have a very similar story to all of you, and if I could do it, then so can you. And
A very similar story to all of you. Bitch, you said you lived in a basement. And while for some reason the basement story does seem to be popular amongst people who are in network marketing, they all seem to have some sort of basement story. Most of the people I've ever known, like, don't or have never lived in a basement. So there's that.
I want to show you these exact tactics, and then I want to show you and prove to you that there are many people who I've trained to do the exact same thing with foolproof systems as well. So the $9 is if you want the extra scripts and stuff to send out immediately. And I know, sorry, I'll send the link. Here, I'll send the link as many times as I can. There you go. But if you have questions, let us know. It will be, I think it'll stay $17 right up until the event. Yes, and then don't quote me on that. I'm not the website guy. Remember I told you I don't know how to build a website and I was scared about it.
Clearly.
But I've wanted to help you guys many, many times over.
There's no
many,
basements
many years,
in Arizona either. Anywhere that doesn't have, like, tornadoes and stuff. Like, yeah. I mean, there are basements here, but, like, very few and far between.
Insanely affordable. And so that was the plan with this. So I really appreciate all of you. I hope you learned a lot in the hour that we were just on here together. It went so fast. Did anyone else feel like that went so fast?
No.
I feel like it went really, really fast.
The shit's been dragging
but
on,
we will make
man.
sure to send out some emails for you in case the link is going too quickly for you. I totally understand that. And we will add you all to a private Facebook group for this as well.
I live in a basement and I love it.
Straight away.
Okay, you are the 1%. Must be nice to even have a basement.
And all of your scripts, all your resources, all that stuff, if you decide to upgrade, will all be emailed to you as well. You won't have to do anything. Just give us a couple minutes to do so. It should be sending out very fast, but again, I'm not the one who does that. So truly appreciate you guys being part of this. Again,
dude, I'm sorry. It can't just be my screen. Her face looks distorted in this picture. Are you guys seeing this? It looks like, you know, on The Ring. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, it literally, like, looks like there's, like, a filter or something. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, make this bigger. You know what I'm saying? You know how in... Wait, is it The Ring? Yeah, after they watch the tape and she comes and kills them, like, they have a, like, all wacky face. Or, like, if you take a picture of them before they die, they have a wacky face. Whoa. Okay, no. I'm not trying to... Oh, shit. No, I'm not... I wasn't trying to suggest that. I was just, like, talking about The Ring. Like, that's what I'm getting here. No, I'm not trying to suggest that she's... okay. No. Please don't take that and say that I was trying to say that. I was not trying to say that. I'm just saying it looks like shit from The Ring. Oi! Savannah! You need to think about what you say before you say it. Sorry. I hope that didn't offend anybody. I really didn't mean it that way. But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm like trying to realign this. I think I actually know less now. Smooth filtered? No, like it looks like someone put like a twirl distort feature or whatever on her face. Maybe yeah, maybe it's just like whatever zoom filter she has on. And it's just like making the background like I have no idea.
And how you get to VIP is you're just going to check out normal for $17. You're going to start seeing little upsells. So when you go to checkout, it'll be like, but wait, VIP, but wait. So you'll be able to get VIP from there. And that's going to be so powerful because I'll be able to do live question and answer with every single one of you. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm so thankful that you're excited too. Those of you who have never met me before, I'm really excited we got to meet. I hope I get to see you on a Zoom in the future.
You didn't talk to any of these people. Like, you guys didn't have a conversation. You were just talking about yourself for an hour, but okay.
Where I can see your beautiful faces. Feel free to connect with me on social media if you'd like to as well. And I just think you're all incredible. Someone's stealing Kat Aragon's name. Well, my darling, I think we both probably have an idea of who that is. So, but you're all incredible. I love y'all. Appreciate you so much. If you have questions about it, you will be getting emails, and feel free to email back because it really is us. We really do have a support team ready to answer questions. So it should work. The website should be fine. And if you have questions, go ahead, go get some recruits. I taught you a good amount tonight to go get some new recruits in your business, and I'm super excited to see every single one of you there. So you're amazing. I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see y'all on the 30. What did I just say? 31st. 31st. Have a good night, guys. God bless you.
She doesn't even know. God
Recording.
bless. Yep. God bless. Wow. That was fun, guys. Get out of here. What did we learn? Well, friends, no, like legitimately, what did she teach us? She taught us to write shit down on sticky notes and stick them all over the house to manifest good things. I do remember she said that all of your bios and shit should be the same across all social media. What else? I learned I need to tell people I'm in an MLM unless I shouldn't. It was pretty exhausting, yeah. I mean, that's how Jessie Lee is. Let's see real quick if anyone is live to redirect to, or if anyone is going live. Does anyone know? Probably not. This late on a Thursday night. I don't know. I've been surprised before. Good news is the monetization of the stream is still on, somehow. Well, I don't know. They'll probably take it off once it's done processing. Let's see. Who's live? Pretty much no one. Go figure. We got the atheist experience and the Young Turks, so I'm not going to do that to you. Savvy writes, books has a book launch celebration scheduled, but I don't know when that is. So it's definitely not right now. So anyway, so we'll just end it then. Thank you guys so much for being here and joining me on this journey. Oh, yeah. Kirsten, that was a good one. Pretend you get $10 every time someone says no to you. Yep. You're going live in the Discord with a chinchilla dust bath. Love that. Love that. Don't hide your brand. Yeah. Manifest farts? Maybe. You learned how fabulous she is. Yeah, she did talk about that a lot. Yeah. All right. I'm glad we all learned so much. And I'm also glad that none of us spent money on that. However, apparently me and DC are spending money on one of her trainings to bring to you in about 2 weeks. So, less than 2 weeks. Wild. Well, listen. Friends, thank you for being here and for being you. And I hope you all have a fabulous night. Hold on, I'm like trying to pull up music or some shit. Here it is. Yeah, take care of yourselves and each other, just like Jerry Springer would say. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, wait. I wanted to tell you I have a video coming out on Monday. And it's a really exciting one. You probably won't get anything else from me until then. Unless I go live again. I don't know. Okay, for real. See you guys later. Bye.
Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah. Dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive.